Show you what fighting really is.
Coming in the far end corner, Lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on two people. And he has the back to Province Lydia to get right. The two men outside from the focus. Instructions in his survives. He's going to jump and hit the momentum way too close to the Martin. He's going to make sure that he gets two of them.
Show you what fighting really is.
Coming in the far end corner, Lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on two people. And he has the back to Province Lydia to get right. The two men outside from the focus. Instructions in his survives. He's going to jump and hit the momentum way too close to the Martin. He's going to make sure that he gets two of them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MKE Championship Season 5. This is going to be day 1 of the semi-finals today. That's right. We are here up to semi-finals with like so many teams. From 32 are remaining, only 4 of them. And it's going to be a match between the 2 of them, which is going to be KachraGang versus ABM. KachraGang being on the blue side and ABM being on the red side. And yet again, here I am, your caster Azazel, with my co-caster today, Zoe, and we'll be casting this very exciting match today for y'all.
Yep, as you mentioned, it's the day 1 of semifinals, and we have come so far with all these intense matches and all those outstanding gameplays from all the players. So we are in today for the first match of semifinals, I guess. So this is a best of 3 match. So it's gonna be KachraGang versus ABM. Am I right?
Yep, it is gonna be KachraGang versus ABM. Actually, both of these teams are somewhat, I would say, the stars of this tournament. They are the 2 tournament favorites, both of them, like depending on the audience you choose here. On the KachraGang side, there are many good players like James, Willow, Loveguru, NT, and on the like red side, there's like Olympic Elders, Jay, Ryu, Asuna, Apex. Actually, one of the SD members, most of the SD members seem to be on the red side, but one of the SD members, NT, seems to be on the blue side. So yeah, it's gonna be a fight between that. Also, it makes things very interesting here. But here we are into the ban section, and the first ban actually coming in from the first from the team that had the first pick is gonna be Arlot, followed by a ban Melita coming in from the side of ABM.
Yeah, and I should say that Alan is a really, really good band because with all that OP skills that he has with him and all that DC with that damage, and I think he can be a really OP hero, and it will become a really great monstrosity for the enemy team if you have Alat as an enemy. So we can see a Minsitar band coming in from team ABM here. So since Minsitar got revamped today, I guess, yes. He has also become a really, really outstanding hero right now. So I think going for that ban is a really good avoiding of a risk. So and we can see a 1-1 ban too coming in from team KachraGang. And as the first pick, Poly Feet Viv have gone for the pick of Grok here.
Yep, and a follow-up pick coming in the form of Xavier from Asuna, and that signature pick of Fredrin coming in from Jay. Actually, the first time I saw Jay was on Fredrin itself, and he did wreak havoc with that hero. He just went in behind enemy lines, taking all those farm, invading, and getting kills in his own. K is a force to be reckoned with on that Fredrin, and yes, the update did came today, and according to the patch notes, Minchita is kind of broke now onto that damage and everything. And there are many more things that changed in this update, in this patch. So yeah, there are so many things that we need to look out for. We'll be covering them slowly as about those changes as we move on into the match. And one more thing to actually note about: most of the first pick teams actually try to save Arlot from themselves, but here we can see that KachraGang actually decided to ban that Arlot rather than going to get a try on picking it. And following up the picks in the form of Carrie and Lilia. What do you think about them, Zoe?
Yep. When it comes to Carrie, even though Carrie was a bit nerfed after her buff, I think still Carrie is an outstanding hero when it comes to if you have tanky heroes in your enemy side, then Carrie would be a really great pick. So, and we can see Lilia, not mostly seen hero. Lilia is not, much seen in tournaments and all, but yes, Lilia is a really underrated hero in my opinion because Lilia can deal so much damage, and with her ultimate, it's gonna be really hard to even, secure a kill from her. So that's a really good pick coming in from team KachraGang here. And following up, we can see, okay, the next banning phase is also over, and we can see both the teams going in for Roma bans here. Kaja is getting banned, Lolita is getting banned. Nice bans coming into them, right? In my opinion. Yep. And you can see that Fredrin Hyper is coming in from Team ABM too.
Yep, actually, looking at the roam bans here, the Kaja ban getting a single pick of ban coming in from the side of IBM. Meanwhile, that Lolita ban coming in from the side of KachraGang is kind of really nice, as Lolita can counter so many things. She can counter Grok's walls, she can counter Scary's damage, and might not even let Lilia put off her bombs. And yeah, but like given that Lolita ban was there, ABM was quick to respond with that Lunox pick, because Lolita essentially counters Lunox, and with her not being on the playing field, this is very good game for Lunox herself, as Grok is pretty much very vulnerable to her. And meanwhile, the last pick coming in, the last couple of picks coming in from both of the teams are going to be Lancelot onto that Willow. Willow taking Lancelot. Willow is actually very good with assassins, and that's Fango actually getting picked by Love Crew. Meanwhile, Apex following up on his previous seasons, his last signature hero, Akai. Well, I do wonder if we are gonna see some really good old style Apex plays from ST, old Apex from ST plays coming in this match, and I'm really excited to see that. Well, Zoe, looking at this composition that has been completed as of yet, who do you think has the upper hand in the early game?
In the early game, I think team. I'm really not sure because both the teams have really good early game heroes who can deal so much damage in the first part of the game. So I'm really not biased to one side, but we can see a really balanced draft pick coming in. But I think Franco will have a really difficult time casting his ultimate here when
Yep.
compared to the picks coming in from Team ABM.
Yep, and here Apex actually going into the enemy jungle invading and trying to delay that Willow actually from getting his farm here. And in the top lane, we can see that Lunox is actually on the goal side. ABM does not has any technical marksman, so they have the Lunox on there. In late game, it's really OP, but for the towers, it's not good so much. But they can do what they have for, and uh, yeah, like a Little Wanderer has been taken by ABM, by Jay, and both teams, the junglers, are actually going in an opposite direction, like going counterclockwise, so they won't be meeting anytime soon, as the Lancelot will be trying to gank the Lapo. Meanwhile, into the top side, we can see already something happening here, as that carry is really low, almost got caught off here, as Apex is being there. A flicker hook has been connected by Glove Guru, but no, the Apex will not fall. He has this flicker of his own, and he's gonna be surviving by a breath of HP.
Yes, those flickers really saved themselves, Carey and Akai, because Carey was really low HP and that Akai also could, escape out of the tower. And we can see Xavier is in a really bad position, but no, Willow tried to secure the kill there, but was not able to. But that was a really nice try, though. We can see the first objective is already, 9 seconds away, and we can see both the teams are
Yeah,
going
actually,
to.
following up on that, Willow was actually able to take the blue of Jay, if I'm correct, and Jay is still level 3. Willow is already level 4, and he has a purple buff on him, and they are actually going for the turtle really well, as Jay is on that jungle emblem. And meanwhile, the Franco is in a real sticky situation, but they do get the turtle here, and Franco also escapes really well. I think Flicker was burned here, but no, he did not have Flicker at all. Meanwhile, another engage actually coming onto the Lilia. Yes, the first will be coming as a Lapu. Bravest Warrior connects, and he's gonna be falling down. Really sticky situation on the top side also, as the Lunox gets a hold of her Dark Ultimate onto Carry, as the damage is gonna be enough to be able to take down Carry without any hustle at all. And it's gonna be true already into the bag of ABM. They're gonna be ahead in gold a little bit and in farm.
Yep, I should really admit that Lunox is a really good 1v1 hero. So because of that, I think Kerry will be having Kerry's been connecting in, and Kerry is in a really bad position. Yes, being taken down, but as a reply, Akai was also taken down. Lunox is joining in, and let's see, Lunox is in a really tricky situation here, and Lunox ends up getting caught there too, and I think Xavier will also be going down, but yes, nice kill usage coming in from below there, but I think teammates were able to follow up Team ABM Xavier and secured the kill of Lancelot. That was a really precious kill for Team ABM, I guess, because
What
Lancelot was
is Alim
really
doing
well.
here? What is Alim doing here? He's not supposed to be here. He came all the way from bot, leaving his turret open, but they were actually able to secure some kills, and Grok hasn't even chunked off that much of the
Yeah,
gold.
nice rotation.
Yeah, actually, it's really well rotation coming in from Olimphid Elders, actually outplaying the rotation of Polly, leaving him alone as he cuts the lane and goes to help his teammates all the way up on the top. Really good rotation technique coming in from the side of ABM. And yep, into the boss, and we can see another something actually getting up here. The bravest one has been popped, and I think the damage of Poly is there, but the bravest one, the shield will be there off the passive. But yes, Lance will be there to actually pick the kill off, but the Jace, the ultimate appraiser's wrath connects, and that Lance will be falling down here. Willow will be on a score of 3-0. Actually, one more interesting thing here, Willow is on a tank build. Lance being on a tank build, he's on the jungle emblem, and he's on a tank build, so he won't be falling down that easy into the late game.
Yes, true that, and that's really good to have the jungle emblem on your side when Fredrin is in the enemy team, I guess, because otherwise the retribution's damage will be slightly lower, and I think jungle with we can see a nice Okay, the ultimate coming in from Franco here, but was not able to take Fredrin down. But I think Fredrin is getting dealt some really great damage by Kerry here, and Kerry ends up securing the kill of Fredrin here. And as a reply, I think that was a 1-to-1 trade here. Love Guru was taken down too.
Yep, it was 1-for-1 trade, but the roam was traded, so ABM did not get the upper hand of it. Meanwhile, a very tricky situation here for Willow. He might be taken out, but I think he's on the tank build, so he'll be fine for the time being. They are not engaging as well. And for the goal lead, I would say it's going to be 1k of roughly goal lead into the favor of ABM for now. That's it for now. And here, like Jay was actually tanking that carries damage so well, but as we move into the late game section, that damage isn't going to be enough for the Jade to tank. And meanwhile, the heavy spin getting popped by Apex to actually get out of the sticky situation, as Ultimate was almost got popped by Franco onto that Apex, as he might have been taken down right there.
Yep. And that was a really nice hook. The iron hook, casted really well there, but the heavy spin made it easier for Arkai to go back of that situation. Otherwise, they would have ended up getting the kill there. And okay, we can see Lancelot without, he even though he is not dealing some really heavy damage, he has that durability, and he has a carry and Lilia to cast in all the damage. And I think going in for the tank build is a really good thing, good decision coming in here from Lancelot, because
Apex actually used his heavy spin to actually try to get Love Crew, but he was unsuccessful. Heavy spin is not on Apex anymore. They are gonna try and contest, as the ultimate on Franco is still there, as Jay goes in, and even Willow actually drives in to actually get Asuna. Their ultimate has been popped by the Franco, and yes, he'll be falling down as the damage of Kai did connect here, and Grok is here as well, but Xavier was able to take down that Lilia. It's gonna be 1-for-1 trade, but not yet. They are still trying to try and contest and pick off that fight onto the turtle in, but yep, the damage, Poli is not able to tank that damage of Xavier. The magic damage is too much. He does not have enough defense, but Willow is actually trying to go for that Asuna, but he will not be able to take it, as Lapu stays back, Olympitaldas, and he takes that one tower into his favor. The turtle was not taken by anyone, but the kills actually coming in, and the tower that was taken by ABM. ABM did take that fight into their hands.
Yep, and okay, we can see Lancelot is also joining in. Okay, was able to escape really well from that ultimate stun coming in from Alim featuring Aldous, and we can see Fredrin is going in for the third turtle of the match, and the third objective, and was successfully able to get the turtle down. Okay, a nice iron hook coming in from Franco here, and was able to secure the kill with the ultimate casted and the carry's damage. That was a really nice hook coming in. What do you think, Zazel? I think that was a really nice gameplay coming in from Franco there.
Yup, that connection of Iron Hook was really on point by Love Guru here. That's very out of, as they needed this shutdown on one of the members from ABM. They needed this punishment to actually somewhere. They need these wildcard hooks to actually connect somewhere, as this is the only hacks skill that they have, that they can actually pick someone off really off guard. And if he connects it again and again, it's gonna be one of the trading factors that's gonna affect the game. Not just that, actually, Grok was also able to take a tower down onto the bot lane, and for now the towers are gonna be equal, and yet again, something is brewing onto the top lane, and yet again the Iron Hook was used, but it did not connect to anyone.
Yep, and we can see Willow is in. I'm sorry, Jay was in a really bad position, and I think Kerry got caught, and Lapulap was able to go in for the backliners and get the secure the kill of Kerry there, and Lune of the Slice ultimate getting in there. And okay, and yet again another nice hook coming in, and who's connecting in for Lune of here, and ended up getting double kill though, but she ended up getting played too by Lydia's burst.
Yeah, like this is so well prepared by the team fights that actually take place, go into the favor of ABM so well. They plan and they play those macros so well. Like Apex was there, he caught Anti off guard and he pushed him onto the wall and he got taken out. Anti got taken out, but then Iron Hook connected onto Apex and Apex was pulled into the tower. He was ultimated there by Franco, but then Alim Fideldes was there. He goes in with the Bravest Warrior and stuns the Franco, cancelling his ult, and Apex survives. And right there, even Lunox, before falling down, she was able to actually take down that Lilia as well. They are actually performing better in these team fights, and looking at how these team fights are gonna turn out if KachraGang are not able to take some pickoffs and win in some team fights, it's not gonna go well for them. Meanwhile, here Jay actually locks on to James here. He's trying to get something here, and Bravest Warrior has been popped. Kerry actually takes on Lunox top into the top lane, and I think Flicker Ultimate was used by Love Guru. And here Iron Hook connects onto Olympic Elders, but it's not gonna be enough to take him down as no backup is gonna be there. Meanwhile, Black Shoes has been used by Lilia. It's gonna be 1-for-0 trade for now as both teams back off.
Yes, and these Frankos, Iron Hooks, with the combination of Flicker and the Bloody Hunt connecting in, I think that has even a really great nightmare to Team ABM here because, it getting connected means that you are, really okay. You can see, Fredrin's ultimate was connected there, but was not able to secure a kill here, but okay, yet again another Iron Hook connecting in with the Bloody Hunt, but okay, oh my god, Alim is going for a 3 versus 1 situation here, and I think here we was able to escape. No, he ended up getting caught there, and a nice back lane. If when they are going, when the EXP laner is able to go for the back laners, that's a really great threat for the team. For the other team. So I think that was what exactly Alim did here, and he went to a 3 versus 1 situation with that Grok's wild charge. I think his skills got cancelled. Otherwise, I think he would have been able to get all the 3 kills. And we can see meanwhile, Lord is getting, Lord is being secured by Team ABM, and yet again another I am connecting in with the Bloody Hunt, and Alim goes down just like that with the turret damage. Too much for Alim to handle. There, nice gameplay coming in from both the teams here, Azazel.
Yep, Alim is a monster, going like 1v4 backline to situation, surviving there, waiting for his team to actually back him up. He did not lose a shred of HP there, but yeah, in the end he was caught by the Iron Hook very nicely by Love Guru, and yep, he was taken down. But Alim marking that carry is really well, because right now carry is the only one actually posing any threat to ABM. That Jay is not actually able to tank that carry's damage. He is the only one who's actually dealing damage to those high HP heroes like Fedrin, Lapu Lapu, and Apex himself. So yeah, she's right now the major threat that they need to take out, and if she is taken out like how Alim Fideldes will actually be doing. Meanwhile, into the bot lane, we can see that Jay is actually going far ahead, and here the Iron Hook lands here, and Flicker was used, but the Flicker was used, but it was not enough as the ultimate was popped by Apex, and it and it immuned him from all the debuffed him from all the CC that he was caught on, and he survives for now.
Yeah, and I think the Lord was defended successfully by Team KachraGang here without losing any of the inhibitor turrets. But I think the waves are coming in, but they are able to.
Iron Hook lands, and he takes that Jay down here, and they, yes, Jay will be pulling down by the wild charge of the Grok here. Meanwhile, the damage of carry was there, but it was not. But Jay goes in. The damage was enough to take down that Poli. Yes, Grok is very weak to magic damage, but he should not have gotten one shot at like this. This is wrong. That the Asuna is actually doing really well.
Yeah, and not to mention that Dawning Light is a really great skill to have on your side, because you can have access to one line throughout the whole map. So I think using it wisely would be really advantageous for your team. And Grok ended up getting caught there by the Dawning Light, and I didn't think that he would go down just because he is a durable hero, but Asuna did really well, and with all that damage he has on his side, and I think only one item is yet to be made by Asuna here. He farmed really well, so the think that was a pretty great gameplay coming in from Asuna. Both the teams are playing really well, and Iron Hoop's getting connected here and there, and we are not able to, focus in one part of the match. And yes,
The bit
okay.
of tension is there. Soon actually survives now, but the Iron Hook and the Bloody Heck Connects and the Fedin will go down here. Poli is actually really low as Lunox damage is there. The problem with Grok is that he's weak with magic, but no, the Alimfitalus is here. The flicker and the first kill connects into his previous form, and it's gonna be enough to actually take someone down. And Anti is down, and Lance is actually going in. Willow is actually trying to take something here, but it's not gonna be enough. He does not have damage. He's on tank build.
Oh
Meanwhile,
my
again Iron Hook
god.
connects, but it's not gonna be enough. There are not enough damage dealers.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
for now, the only problem with Grok Poly is that with going with the damage build, the only problem you have is Grok's passive only grants you physical defense for the physical damage that you have. It does not provide any magical defense. That's why we can see the Asuna actually gaining some damage. Meanwhile, the Dawning Light connects. Look at the HP of James. He was almost one-shotted from like 1,000 miles away. Well,
Yes,
it's not gonna be enough
that's
if they
insane.
cannot save carry. If they cannot save carry, this match is not going anywhere into the hands of KachraGang.
If Xavier is getting, farmed really well, just like this, I think he can two-shot carry in the latter part of the game. So I think carry must watch out for Xavier coming in with that great deal of damage, and we can see that Asuna is not hesitating at all to use that Dawning Light here and using it here and there in order to get the vision of the map and vision of the enemies. That's a really good strategy, I guess, because Dawning Light cooldown reduction is also low. We can see, okay, Grok going all the way in with that damage build, dealing some great damage to the enemies here.
Consider getting used by Apex, he was actually able to take that Willow into his grasp, and yep, the Lapu Lapu will be using their previous warring formula to deal some damage and take that Willow down. The jungle is down, there is no retribution on the map, they are gonna be back off, but no, the ultimate has been used by Grok. It was not gonna be enough as they flicker out. The flicker has been popped by Asuna and they will be surviving for now. The Iron Hook was used but was not landed, and now ABM is free to take their Lord. And right here, all the conceals actually getting used by Apex. Very good initiation actually coming in from him, and the team is obviously performing better because of this and the team fight control that they have. And here they are actually trying to look for more. They got a lot, but they want more. They are trying to push the Lord away, push the team away. They have used the Bravest Warrior, and I think they're gonna be backing off for now. The KachraGang has to defend this upcoming Luminous Lord. And talking about Luminous Lord, in this last patch, Luminous Lord previously charged only the first tower it encountered, but in this new update, he's gonna charge at every tower that comes across his way. So it does not matter. The inhibitor is the only tower left in his way, so it's gonna charge at it, and I think it's gonna be really difficult for them to actually protect and defend this base and these inhibitors, because the siege capabilities of this composition of ABM is off the charts. Willow actually in a really sticky situation. He gets in and gets out safely, and yep, he's gonna be alive to actually look. He's gonna be there to actually live for another couple of minutes. And here Asun actually getting that combo in onto that. Yep, the Lilia will be falling down here as Ryu uses. Yep, he uses that Ruby DD combo to actually take down 3 people here. Triple king into the hands of Ryu, and here even that Willow is actually in a really sticky situation. The Iron Hook lands onto the Jay. Jay is under the tower. I think he's gonna be falling down. He goes off in a blaze, recalling in front of the base, but there is not gonna be enough tower damage here to actually take someone down. But no, the Apex is there. Willow's gonna falling down as it's gonna be godlike for that Ryu. No one actually there to defend the base, and they are gonna spam those emotes. That's disrespect coming in from there. And yep, they are gonna for definitely take that crystal down. The Rust combo coming in from Ryu, that Ruby DD was on point. It took down the only 2 major damage dealers in a second, and that's what they needed. As soon as those 2 were down, they could not do anything, KachraGang, but fall.
Yep, and we can see, just as we expected, Love Guru or Franco have become the MVP from the defeated team here. I think he tried really, really hard in order to carry out the team, and casting in some really good Iron Hook and Liquor combos. And with the Bloody Hunt. I think he gave his maximum support to the team, and a big shout out to Love Guru here. And I think that's it for the first matchup versus KachraGang and ABM. So we gotta give it out for Lunox here, dealing in some really great damage, getting in the triple kill and taking down major damage dealers in the latter part of the game, and I think that led to the victory of team ABM. So
not
let's
just that.
wish.
Hats off to all the members. Like Alim was on point with his ultimate. I've always caught someone or the other from the back line, and yep, they have this deserving victory onto their side. The Ryu did hold on really well. The damage gushed out from him was enough. KachraGang was actually really far behind at that point in the late game, as did not had any damage coming in from him. Two magic damage dealers onto the side of ABM that are hitting hard, so Brock was not able to do anything till he got his damage. And yep, Lilia was too squishy, so she was almost dying as soon as she tried to do anything, and Apex was there to actually overlook all of this happening. So only thing that helped team KachraGang was those iron hooks landing at some point or the other. And yep, that's it for the game number 1. This is MKE Championship Season 5, sponsored by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by ABM Store and Zeutan Store. Game number 1 is over, but guys, stay tuned. We'll be back with game number 2 of between these two humongous seasonal squads in just a couple of minutes. For now, we'll be signing off. Stay tuned. Jungle emblem, and meanwhile the Franco is in a real sticky situation, but they do get the turtle here, and Franco also escapes really well. I think Flicker was burned here, but no, he did not have Flicker at all. Meanwhile, another engage actually coming onto the Lilia. Yes, the first one will be coming as a Lapu.
Been connecting it, and Kerry is in a really bad position. Yes, been taken down, but in as a reply, Archive was also taken down. Lunox is joining in, and let's see, Lunox is in a really tricky situation.
And we can see another something actually getting up here. The Baby's one has been popped, and I think the damage of Poly is there, but the Baby's one, the shield will be there of the passive. But yes, Lance will be there to actually pick the kill off, but the Jace, the
over, and I think jungle with okay, we can see a nice. Okay, the ultimate coming in from Franco here, but was not able to take Fredden down. But I think Fredden is getting dealt some really great damage.
The ultimate on Franco is still there as Jay goes in, and even Vilo actually drives in to actually get Asuna. Their ultimate has been popped by the Franco, and yes, he'll be falling down as the damage of Kai did connect here, and Grok is here as well, but they was able to take down that Lilia.
Third turtle of the match, and the third objective, and was successfully able to get the turtle down. Okay, a nice iron hook coming in from Franco here, and was able to go in for the backliners and get the secure the kill of Kerry there, and Lunox's light ultimate getting in there. And okay, and yet again another nice hook coming in. Iron hook connecting in for Lunox here, and Iron hook connecting in with the Bloody Hunt. But okay, oh my god, Alim is going for a 3 versus 1 situation here, and I think Kerry was able to escape. No, they are able to.
Iron hook lands, and he takes the J down here, and there, yes, the J will be pulling down by the wild charge of the Grok here. Meanwhile, the damage of Kerry was there, but it was not in. But Jagger goes in. The damage was enough to take down. They live for another couple of minutes, and here Asuna actually getting that combo in onto that. Yep, the Lilia will be falling down here as Ryu uses. Yep, he uses a Ruby DD combo to actually take down 3 people here. Triple king into the hands of Ryu, and he jungle emblem. And meanwhile, the Franco is in a real sticky situation, but they do get the turtle here, and Franco also escapes really well. I think Flicker was burned here, but no, he did not have Flicker at all. Meanwhile, another engage actually coming onto the Lilia. Yes, the first one will be coming as a Lapu.
Been connecting it, and Kerry is in a really bad position. Yes, been taken down. But in as a reply, Archive was also taken down. Lunox is joining in, and let's see, Lunox is in a really tricky situation.
And we can see another something actually getting up here. The Baby's one has been popped, and I think the damage of Poly is there, but the Baby's one, the shield will be there of the passive. But yes, Lance will be there to actually pick the kill off, but the Jace, the
over, and I think jungle with okay, we can see a nice. Okay, the ultimate coming in from Franco here, but was not able to take Fredden down. But I think Fredden is getting dealt some really great damage.
The ultimate on Franco is still there as Jay goes in, and even Vilo actually drives in to actually get Asuna. Their ultimate has been popped by the Franco, and yes, he'll be falling down as the damage of Kai did connect here, and Grok is here as well, but they was able to take down that Lilia.
third turtle of the match and the third objective, and was successfully able to get the turtle down. Okay, a nice iron hook coming in from Franco here, and was able to go in for the backliners and get the secure the kill of Carry there, and Lunox's light ultimate getting in there. Okay, and yet again another nice hook coming in. Iron hook connecting in for Lunox here, and Iron hook connecting in with the bloody hunt. But okay, oh my God, Alim is going for a 3 versus 1 situation here, and I think Carry was able to escape. No, they are able to.
Iron hook
defend
lands
it.
and he takes the J down here, and there, yes, the J will be pulling down by the wild charge of the Grok here. Meanwhile, the damage of Carry was there, but it was not in. But Jaeger goes in. The damage was enough to take down. They live for another couple of minutes, and here Asun actually getting that combo in onto that. Yep, the Lilia will be falling down here as Ryu uses. Yep, he uses that Ruby DD combo to actually take down 2 people, 3 people here. Triple king into the hands of Ryu and his jungle emblem. And meanwhile, the Franco is in a real sticky situation. But they do get the turtle here, and Franco also escapes really well. I think Flicker was burned here, but no, he did not have Flicker at all. Meanwhile, another engage actually coming onto the Lilia. Yes, the first one will be coming as a Lapu.
Been connecting it, and Carry is in a really bad position. Yes, been taken down. But in as a reply, Archive was also taken down. Lunox is joining in, and let's see, Lunox is in a very tricky situation.
And we can see another something actually getting up here. The Baby's one has been popped, and I think the damage of Poly is there, but the Baby's one, the shield will be there of the passive. But yes, Lance will be there to actually pick the kill off, but the Jace, the
And I think with the okay, we can see a nice. Okay, the ultimate coming in from Franco here, but was not able.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Coming in the far end, corner lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on 2 people. And she has the flash to promise Lydia to get right. The 2 man also from the focus. That season is survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum. Way too close to the Martin. He's gonna make sure that he gets 2 of them.
Welcome back, players of Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and here we are. We know that you're really excited to actually see the outcome of this match between these 2 humongous teams, between KachraGang and ABM here. So yep, let's move on to the game real quick. But before that, let me just get over all these things that I call as formalities as MKE Championship Season 5. This is what the tournament is, and this is sponsored by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by ABM Store and Zeutan Store. I'm Azazel with my co-caster Zoe, and we'll be casting this round 2 between KachraGang and ABM, as both teams have swapped their sides, and KachraGang is gonna be on the red side, meanwhile ABM is gonna be on the blue side. On to you, Zoe.
Yep, and speaking of the previous match, what did you think about, from the first part itself? I knew that, Franco will have, I told you that Franco will have a hard time casting his, bloody hunt and all, but despite of that, we could see a really great Franco gameplay throughout the match, and also we must say that, Lapu Lapu was able to really go into the backliners of the team fights and was able to reduce the damage dealt for his teammates, going in for 3 versus 1 situations and getting back safely. That was really great gameplay coming in from both the teams, and I think just as you are, I'm really excited for this match. What do you think, Azazel? Who will be will team KachraGang be able to give a comeback in this match? What do you think?
Actually, it's not just that. Actually, they need to actually do something here, because if they lose this, it's gonna be a clean sweep into the hands of ABM. And not just that. Actually, if KachraGang is actually able to win this, they're gonna make this um tiebreaker. And here we are in the banning section already, and something seems wrong as things are going 4 versus 5.
I think we will have to give him a rematch here. Something happened.
Yes, I guess something happened here. I think we'll be having a rematch here. Yes, as the bans, we can already see that they're not anywhere near the meta. They are just playing around, as it's gonna be Lela ban, Goshen ban, and Angela ban. So yep, we'll be getting off with this real soon. We'll be getting off all this draft pick real soon, as things will be getting back on their feet ASAP, and we'll be getting a new draft going on really well, as it was not meant for the side of ABM to actually start with just 4 members. And here, Zoe, what do you think actually in the last game was, who was the actual MVP? I think it was Alim Fit Aldous, because he was almost everywhere from bot to top to bottom, and he was always there to actually cancel the bloody hunt with his ultimate first kill. Always there.
We could see that from all the way from the bottom lane to the top lane. We could see a really great rotation coming in from Ali, despite of Groff pushing into pushing in the turrets. But we could see that the most tower damage was also dealt by Alim. So I think yes, Alim was the real MVP in the previous match, and for team. KachraGang, I think Frank over the MVP. I'm really impressed by those iron hooks versus iron hooks with the flicker combo and the bloody hunts. I'm really impressed. I think KachraGang has the really great potential to give a comeback in the second game, and that's why I'm too excited for this match. I think you are too.
Yup, and looking at Misfits and 1-1 getting picked here out of nowhere, I want to talk about the patch that actually came in today. So the thing is, 1-1 was actually given a little nerf and a slight buff. She was actually given a buff on her passive, as the true damage that she deals on actually getting her weaknesses attacked by her basic getting the weaknesses attacked by her basic attack. And the range, the actual thing that got nerfed in her was the range of her ultimate. The ultimate range is now 3/4 of what it used to be, but the damage is a little bit more. But the star of this whole update is gonna be Minstar. Minstar really shining in the matches too today, as we can see. Minstar was actually getting used in jungle as well as Experian with damage build. His damage is really off the charts, as now his basic attack base and everything. And there were also more adjustments made to items and everything. So if you know about them, would you mind sharing to us?
Yeah, I could see some changes done into the Twilight armor and all, but I don't recall exactly what they are, what the revamp is. But I think the new map is also looking really great with all these effects and all. I think for a short period of time, we will be getting this map for free, and then I guess we'll have to buy it. I'm not sure of it, but I think there's a certain okay. We can see.
Practically a brawl going on into the mid. People are just hitting, throwing each other punches, not having to worry about his second thought. And here, they're just gonna have some fun into the map, as I'm gonna talk about how like the previous code winner. I think someone already won the code that was shown right now, and there are gonna be 2 more codes here which are gonna be up for giveaway. You can go ahead and take 52 diamonds for your account free of cost. Here, just take the code as soon as you see them. Go to the link given in the description, paste the code there, give your ID details, and you'll be receiving the diamonds as soon as possible. Yep, these diamonds are also sponsored by ABM Store. Meanwhile, the whole tournament is actually sponsored by Chelsea Store and ABM Store and Zeutan Store. And here we are. I think matches is done here, and we'll be getting back into the picks really soon. Yep. Till that, guys, stay tuned for 2 minutes, as we'll be back in a while. jungle emblem. And meanwhile, the Franco is in a real sticky situation, but they do get the turtle here, and Franco also escapes really well. I think Flicker was burned here, but no, he did not have Flicker at all. Meanwhile, another engage actually coming onto the Lilia. Yes, the first one will be coming as a Lapu.
Been connecting it, and Kerry is in a really bad position. Yes, being taken down. But as a reply, Archive was also taken down. Lunox is joining in, and let's see, Lunox is in a really tricky situation.
And we can see another something actually getting up here. The Bravest one has been popped, and I think the damage of Poly is there, but the Bravest one, the shield will be there of the passive. But yes, Lance will be there to actually pick the kill off, but the Jace, the
over, and I think jungle with okay, we can see a nice. Okay, the ultimate coming in from Franco here, but was not able to take Fredrin down. But I think Fredrin is getting dealt some really great damage.
The ultimate on Franco is still there as Jay goes in, and even Willow actually drives in to actually get Asuna. Their ultimate has been popped by the Franco, and yes, he'll be falling down as the damage of Kerry did connect here, and Grok is here as well, but they was able to take down that Lilia.
Third turtle of the match, and the third objective, and was successfully able to get the turtle down. Okay, a nice iron hook coming in from Franco here, and was able to go in for the backliners and get the secure the kill of Kerry there, and Lunox's light ultimate getting in there. And okay, and yet again another nice hook coming in. Iron hook connecting in for Lunox here, and Iron hook connecting in with the bloody hunt. But okay, oh my god, Alim is going in for a 3 versus 1 situation here, and I think Kerry was able to escape. No, here they are able to.
Iron hook lands, and he takes that Jay down here, and yes, the Jay will be pulling down by the wild charge of the Grok here. Meanwhile, the damage of Kerry was. Here we jungle emblem, and meanwhile the Franco is in a real sticky situation. Yeah. Here we are, peeps back into the picks on the ban side section here, and sorry for the delay that happened right there. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. And here again we are ABM on the blue side and KachraGang on the red side, and Amazon with Nakokas Zoe and will be casting this match for you. And not just that, actually, the first bans coming from both of the teams. ABM actually going on with that Melissa ban, and KachraGang going on with that Arlot ban. And Arlot ban is really nice, but I don't see the reason to actually ban Melissa. Do you, Zoe?
See value in me?
I do not see that, but I think a marksman who is being countered by Melissa would be picked by team ABM. I don't know the exact reason, but I think the players have their own reasons, and we can see the Lunox being banned this time, and also Fredrin being banned from team ABM, and I think Team KachraGang going in for that Lunox ban is a really good thought, but Azuna here going in for the same exact OP Savior pick coming in, and that was a great pick coming in. Do you think? What do you think about those picks and this ban so far, Sase?
They are actually giving Asuna his comfort zone is kind of really terrifying in its own manner, and not just that, actually ABM banned Fredrin in response to seeing that Lunox ban. Kerry wasn't actually able to do much, get to the backlines, but I think Lunox damage is enough to actually take down Fredrin way quicker than Kerry. And as soon as that Lunox was banned, even Fredrin was pulled out of the game from ABM. So really good counters and recounters getting shot at each other really fast from both of these teams, and I love to see matches like this. And it's this cold war between their brains, their thinking. And here the two picks coming in from the side of KachraGang are going to be Terizla and the Valentina. Terizla getting picked really early on. I don't think there was a need to go for the XP pick so early on, but yet again players do know better. Meanwhile, Valentina pick 2 seems very good, really good here, as Apex seems to use all those set tanks, set making tanks, so he's really ultimate dependent. So taking Valentina actually puts some pressure onto ABM to like be wary with their picks. What do you think, Zoe?
Yeah, true that. I think Valentina pick is a really good pick, and I think making advantage of Melissa being banned here, Love Guru went in for Brody this time. I think instead of tanking, he's going as a goal laner, or they might swap in the latter part of the game, latter part of the draft pick. Let's see, and we will be able to see Alim going in with the
I am
Black
the
Dragon
power
from
of
to the
light incarnate.
backliners, and that would be a really a great sight to see. And I am really excited for this match. And we can see as the second banning phases bans, we can see Grok getting out of sight, and also Kaja this time. And even though Grok was picked by team KachraGang last time, I think, but Grok was
3,000
not able to do
worlds,
much of a thing.
and not a
And I
single worthy
think,
foe.
okay, can we see a Marty Piper? Yes, and a Cook pick coming in from the team. Yes, we can see the lineup is being completed by team ABM, just like that. And I think only the roamer is yet to be picked by team KachraGang.
Yep, actually those picks coming in are really good here. I don't think there was a need to ban Melissa because Brody is in itself is really strong with those heavy hitting basic attacks, and yep, taking all these picks and getting the last pick, even though banning Kaza is gonna leave open Atlas, and that's what was actually caught on by KachraGang, and they did use that opening really well, and they went in for that Atlas, and Atlas pick here is looking really good. And not just that, actually taking the Hayabusa is also really good in as a to mark Claude, to mark Xavier. It seems really to work really well here. And here, ADM is disrespecting that Valentina pick. They do not care. They picked after Valentina was picked. They picked Yuzhong. They picked Claude. They picked Martis. They pick Kufra. They're like, you wanna take our Earth? I'm gonna give you all the options you want. Choose. You take one. I'm gonna use rest of it to actually use it against you. And yep, there is disrespect. I would see the ABM is actually doing onto the KachraGang onto the Valentina. If James is actually able to pull something off here, it's gonna be really worthwhile to note here, and it's gonna be really a warning shot to ABM that you should not have done that. And yet again here, we can see that Atlas is also gonna really work well with Terizla, Valentina, and as well as that Brody here. So yep, the team fight composition of both of the teams is kind of really similar, and only time will tell who's gonna win. I don't think any composition is stronger than other at this point.
Team, I think team who KachraGang is in the red team right now, right?
Yep.
So Team ABM is in the blue team. I think Team ABM has pretty potential enough heroes who can counter Atlas's ultimate. And we can see, okay, Xavier has come in with a flicker. I thought he might go in with Purify. Okay, but we can see, Atlas's ultimate can be countered by, most of the heroes coming in from Team ABM. So I do not think that would be a great issue. But if Atlas's timing is really great, I think that would be a great advantage for Team KachraGang.
You're not getting the point here. There are no purifiers onto ABM, and here being into the ball lane, we can see that Tracer is actually caught in a real situation as Jay goes in. The ultimate is getting used, the ultimate was used, and it's gonna be taken down really well. Dragon using his petrifiers as well to actually keep him in place, and that flicker was not gonna be of any use at that point. And yet again, as I was talking about Atlas, there are no purifiers on the side of ABM, first of all, and the only thing that's gonna actually go through Atlas's ult is gonna be their Martis. Atlas ult cannot be cancelled, first of all. It's not affected by CCs, so maybe Dragon form can be used in mid to actually run away from it, but they cannot cancel it. And Martis' second skill can also be used to actually get away from it, but it cannot cancel it from actually catching the rest of the members. So they need to land something here. And here actually Apex getting caught in a really sticky situation. Velo is there and Brody is there. Love Guru, and they take the kill. It's gonna be 1-for-1 score for right now, as Love Guru is gonna try to gain some advantage onto that goal lane. Yep, and actually talking about this, into the turtle section, we can see that the Hayabusa was actually able to take down that dragon really well, and I think they're gonna take that turtle down even without any contest here. And Atlas is in a really good situation here. The turtle has been taken. Atlas has level 4 now, but I think he'll be falling down here as the ultimate has been used. The estimation has been used, and Atlas will be falling down here. And the damage from Martis on the assassin emblem, I think, is also building damage. Yes, he is building damage. It's gonna be very great into the early and mid section, and I think it's gonna fall off in the late sections only. But that's unless he's gonna get the snowball anyway, so it's not gonna be of any use.
Yep, and turtle was also successfully secured by Hayabusa here. That was a nice gameplay coming in from him. We can see the both the mages are rotating into the top lane, and we can see Xavier is giving the vision of Atlas inside the bushes for Claude to see where the threat lies. So that was a really good initiation, but I don't think that was an initiation. That was a good thing to do for the mage. And okay, let's see. Claude is, oh my god, Fatal Link getting connected, but it was wasted. Ryu just in the nick of time used his second skill and was able to escape there. That was a nice gameplay, and that was a really bad mistake done by Atlas wasting his ultimate. And I think 40 plus seconds or so is there for his ultimate to cool down. So that would be really a good time for the other teammates to do something. And we can see Claude using his skills really well from the beginning of the match.
Yep, and there was a mark onto Claude from the Hayabusa shadows, but it was actually counter-marked by Kufra here. Meanwhile, you can see that Atlas, that Marty's damage is actually enough to take that Valentina down. She had the ult, but she was not able to do anything as the snowball is there, the damage from Jay is there, and that Martis is gonna go on a killing spree. He already has that snowball, and you need to stop him if you actually need this game to progress any well. Because if he gets on a spree and he kills, then after he gets on a snowball, if he gets a kill, he's gonna go on a spree and kill the rest of the teammates like dominoes. So yep, they need to get something on here. And in the top section, we can see that the ultimate has been Blazing Duet has been popped by Ryu. Even the Fatal Links did connect here, but I don't think he's gonna do anything as Asuna is there. Pretty low, but they all survived. Meanwhile, the turtle was actually taken down by Martis, I presume. And yes, Hayabusa is actually here to actually try and defend the wave. He uses his ultimate to actually do something, but no, Claude is actually locked onto the turret, and he will be taking down that turret. ABM is still in the lead. What do you think, Zoe?
Yeah, and among all those ultimates, Valentina is choosing to go on with Martis' ultimate. From the beginning itself, we could see that.
Yeah, actually, it's really well. If Valentina is also able to do that, it's gonna work in her favor.
Yeah.
But but I don't think ABM is gonna be close to that.
Yeah, he should have that initial damage in order to cast in the ultimate. So I think if she gets a really great support from the teammates, I think that would be okay.
Fatal Link connects onto Apex, and I think Apex will be falling down here. Marty is in a really deep situation, and I think he'll be going for the decimation, but no, he does not connect on anyone. I think he does not have ultimate. Yep, he did use it, but he is not able to actually kill someone. But he does get a kill. It's gonna be 2 trade, kind of equal. A roam traded for 2 non-roams. I think it's gonna be an XP laner and a mage. Yep, I think ABM was in the winning section here. Meanwhile, here the James actually using his skills. No, James is actually dead. Willow is gonna be really low. I think he's gonna be surviving for this fight, but he's gonna be yet again Alimfit Elders falling down here. He was actually too deep into KachraGang's territory here, and he did got the punishment for it.
Yep, he was in a 3 versus 1 situation, and he exactly as we imagined, he ended up getting played there, and that was a pretty bad mistake done by him. But I think that he will be able to make it up to the team. And okay, Fatal Link's getting connected yet again, and Claude ends up getting slain there. And okay, Kufra is in a pretty bad situation. Will he be able to escape? Yes, he is using his skills really well in order to escape, and was able to. This time, Dawning Light getting connected here by Valentina. It did not do much of a thing. I thought Kufra was taken down, at that moment. If that zoning light was used more precisely, they would have gotten the kill of Kupra too. And we can see a good team fight coming in. The Hayabusa uses his ultimate here, but was not able to do much of the thing, and they are forced to retreat. And the third turtle has also spawned here, the third objective of the match.
Yep, actually those damage was divided by so many members, so Haya's ultimate did not do much thing here. Yet again, ABM is ahead in turret, ahead in little bit of gold, but here we can see the top saying Alim Fitalis is caught here. He might be falling down, but no, he did not fall down, and he's really alive in a really low HP. He will be out of the fight for now, but he did this create an opening for like the ABM to actually go ahead and take the turtle, and they were actually able to take the turtle for their own. The goal difference isn't much; is only of measly 500. Even though ABM is a little bit back on towers, and they are kind of losing some of the fights and the pressure, but they are it connected. Asuna connected the ultimate, and it took the buff. It took the buff of Willow. Ah, my God. Well, that's some really good game sense coming in from Asuna here, and yet again, as I was talking about the pressure is there from the side of ABM, and the only way to actually get out of this pressure is using that Atlas to their advantage. If they're actually able to get a very good ult inside 2-3 people, they might be able to turn this around and get some objectives from themselves. As most of the turtles, 2 out of the 3 turtles were actually taken by ABM.
Yep, true that, and also 55 seconds until the first load joins in the match, and we can see Atlas being taken down by Martiset, dealing in some great damage. And I think Love Guru on Brody is in no, I think Jay is in a bad situation here. Yes, Terisla getting himself, caught, getting Martis in caught of his ultimate. A nice gameplay coming in from Terisla. I think the flicker got connected with his ultimate and was able to take him down, and that was a really nice gameplay.
Yup, a really good move coming in as in the form of punishment, as Mathis they saw the Mathis was overextending, and KachraGang did work up onto that and took him down. And yep, the goal lead is yet again back to 500 gold only. And here we can see that actually Kola was actually to take down that James here. Valentino falls down. And here Willow is trying to look for something. He uses his ultimate, but the damage is divided as so many people are there. Even Alim Fitalis uses his ultimate to actually gain something here, but most of the teams are back into the turret, so they are not going to be able to do much of thing for now. And ABM is actually trying to put pressure onto the jungle of KachraGang here, and yep, they have the initial control over the Lord Air Pit, and they are still holding out. They are trying to get that mid-section tower actually down.
Yep, and we can see only one turret has been taken down by team through ABM side, but in addition, we can see to the first Lord goes to Team ABM without any obstruction by the enemy team, and that was a nice gameplay. Okay, Akupra, that and Mart is coming in from the back line. That was nice positioning coming in from Martis there, and was able to take down Valentina. A really good kill for Team ABM.
Yep, ABM really asserting the dominance here. They are ahead by a little bit of gold and little bit of kills, but that little bit is there. And we're actually trying to get something here. He's gonna try and push the waves here, but no, Asuna is right there to actually protect his waves really well. His tower really well. And here I think ABM is gonna try and get most of this Lord that they can. And it all depends on this one engage that Anti is able or not able to do. If Anti is actually able to get some people in, he might be able to do something. He does have that flicker on him. He does have that fatal links on him. He just needs to be in the right position. And here actually Apex they are getting caught in a risky situation. I think Apex will be falling down here, as the Lord will also be taken down. It's gonna be 1 member down, 4 member remaining into the sides of ABM, and it's gonna be good defense as only 1 tower falls down for now.
Yep, and all the 3 inhibitors are still standing from Team KachraGang side, and I think that they were able to defend the first Lord, but despite it being a not aggressive, not illuminant Lord, I think that Lord did a pretty good thing for Team ABM. That was pretty fair, so I think that was not wasted. Okay, we can see Fatal Links getting connected, and okay, Savior using Stoning Light in order to get secure the Atlas kill, and was able to get the second kill too. Beat the second skill of Savior. That was a nice gameplay coming in from Savior, managing his distance and dealing in all the damage that his support, his teammates did. That was okay. We can see Ryu getting in caught after the shadow kill of Hayabusa, but shadow kill was, shadow kill's damage was not enough to take Ryu down there. I think he got shared. So okay, let's see what's happening here. And okay, we can see Teresa is in a bad situation. Yes. Okay.
Actually, Anti going in, he was actually looking for something. I think he's gonna go for Ryu, but no, the damage, the speed isn't there to actually catch up to him. As in response to that, Alim uses his ultimate Black Dragon form to actually pull them back, force them back away. And yet again, yet again talking about that, Anti is the only way that they can actually get a hand, get us, get an engage actually done onto KachraGang here, onto ABM here. KachraGang needs to work around that ultimate of Anti, and Anti needs to get some people in or some very good ultimates in. And Anti is actually one of the first people that IBM is targeting. Martis is just going for Anti so well that he's trying to get that Atlas down as quick as possible so that the rest of the team can move around freely, and once Atlas is down, they can just go ahead and take down the mage, take down the MM so very good and well. And here you can see that they're trying to blitz the Lord. The damage from Ryu is there, and I don't think there's going to be any contest here as the MM is not in their area, as Love Guru is into the bot lane trying to clear the waves, and it's going to be only 4 men into the Lord pit, and they are not going to try and contest as this Lord goes into the favor of ABM without any contest at all. And
Yep,
Apex is doing just one job. He's just making sure Haya doesn't get anything. He doesn't get in, doesn't get out. And because of him, Haya is not able to do anything. And even if he gets to do anything, they just clump together. And because of them clumping together, that shadow kill isn't able to actually do anything at all.
that was provided by Team ABM for his teammates, for their teammates, and that's why MLBB is everything matters and everything lies on the teamwork, and teamwork pays off. And we can see the bottommost inhibitor was taken down by this aggressive Lord. Fatal Links being connected. Oh my God! Getting in 3 heroes from Team ABM here. That was a nice ultimate coming in from Atlas of the KachraGang here. A nice team fight coming in, and that was really able, made the team KachraGang able to defend the Lord much precisely than they expected.
Yup, and here actually going in a risky situation. I think he'll be falling down in the hands of Apex. Jay is right there. I think Jay will also be falling down here. There are like too many people, and the damage from James is enough. Actually, the Shadow is on point. He was actually able to do something here, but no, Apex and James actually survive here. Flicker has been used. Valentina, as she was waiting for this moment her whole game. She was waiting to use that ultimate of Martis, and she got the opportunity to do it. And yet again, Hayabusa was actually able to take Asun down with him. And they're going to try and do something here, but yep, only the mark has been made. I don't think he's going to be committing onto that Claude any Willow, as they are trying to back off now, as they think they have enough towers to actually stable the game here. The goal lead yet again back to only measly 1.5k into the favor of ABM, and yep, somewhere there they are actually picking up the pace. The items are back. Martis is starting to fall off into the damage. Ryu needs to take over the damage of Asuna, needs to take over, but yet again here James is there. The damage of James in the late game is gonna be there. Glove Guru is there, he's also gonna hurt, and Willow can go ahead and have that high mobility, clear the waves out, opposite waves, and get that access to towers in really good way. I mean, into the top section we can see a potential engage actually coming in. Petrify has been used, but Love Guru survives nonetheless here, and actually Ryu has used that blazing duet, but was not able to actually kill someone here. Willow actually in a really sticky situation, but yep, he'll be falling down as Asuna was there to actually deal the combo, and the damage from him actually was enough to actually take Willow down. And not just that, Apex goes in, gets the ultimate onto Polly, and yep, that XP laner, that Tracer will be falling down here, trying to do something. Brody is trying to do something here, but he'll be falling down into the hands of Xavier, and once again the damage is there. And yep, Valentina will also be getting shut down. The ultimate was there, but it was kind of late enough. I think there'll be, yep, only one person will be falling down here, but it's not gonna be enough, as it's gonna be wipeout, and there are two members moving on into the crystal to actually take it down.
Yep, I think this is it for the second match, I think.
Yep, this is gonna be it. They are not gonna spawn quick enough as Apex flickers into the fountain in the last moment. And yep, the crystal will be cut wide open. That was a really messy team fight coming into the later, into that last section there. But Asuna's damage went up a bit of a notch. That damage was there. He was actually able to take down the Hayabusa and those backlines really well. James was getting caught so many times, along with Anti, and Polly was not able to tank so much damage as well. But nevertheless, they did try very well. Anti was actually able to get some really good amount of ultimates in, and the problem was they were not actually able to hold their ground against these perfect team fighters. Somehow ABM is actually able to execute. They are not losing their cool no matter what's happening in the team fight. They are going for the backline, marking the right people, and if it is not the thing that they can do, they're just gonna go for the tank that's gonna come in front, and that's what is happening to Anti. Whenever he's actually trying to go ahead solo, he's getting just killed. And I think this is gonna be clean sweep. ABM takes the semifinals. They'll be moving ahead into the finals as KachraGang falls here. And yep, well, Zoe, what do you think how the tournament is gonna go ahead with ABM into the finals, and where is KachraGang in this tournament now?
Yep, and I think, Team KachraGang had a really potential a team fight that they could have, got the game towards their side. But I think in the latter part of the game, they did a single mistake, and that, led one to another and made the team ABM to win the game. And I think Team ABM have some really skillful players here, using their skills really well, and we have to give it out to Azuna here, managing his distance, and was able to take down many of the damage dealers using his damage. And that was a great gameplay coming in, and that Dawning Light was on point, I must say. But I think Valentina failed here, even though she had some great ultimates to use with the I Am You ultimate that she has. But that was how the match went, and congratulations to Team ABM. And I think Team KachraGang, if they try harder, they will be able to defeat ABM at some point in the future.
Yep. A really good consolation coming in from you two, KachraGang. But okay, here they're actually taking the win. And talking about damage, Asuna dealing 41% of damage by himself. And not just that, here KachraGang will not be falling off the tournament yet. They are going to fight for who's going to be the third place or who's going to be the second place later on into this tournament, as the finalist is already decided. So from the next coming matches of the semi-finals, the next two teams that will be fighting, the winner of those teams will be moving on to the finals, and the loser will be fighting against KachraGang for the third place. And yet again, they can still fight for the third place, and they might just meet ABM ahead in their time at some point in the next season of the tournament, maybe. So this is it for today's match between KachraGang and the ABMs. Guys, stay tuned to this channel, as you'll be getting more cliffhanging, very good matches coming in tonight. And don't forget the redeem codes that you'll be getting today to actually get those giveaway diamonds. Yep, so stay tuned. We'll be signing off for now.
The teammates, I think that would be okay.
And
Fatal
let's come to the
getting
Federico connects
connected
onto
here.
Apex, and I think Apex will be pulling down here. Marty is in a really deep situation, and I think he'll be going for the decimation, but no, he does not connect on anyone. I think he does not have ultimate. Yep, he
Close joins in the match, and we can see Atlas being taken down by Martiset, dealing in some great damage. And I think Love Guru on Brody is in. No, I think Jay is in a bad situation.
took him down, and yep, the goal lead is yet again back to 500 goals only. And here we can see that actually Paul was actually to take down that James here. Valentino falls down, and
Without any obstruction by the enemy team. And that was a nice gameplay. Okay, Akuka, that and Mart is coming in from the back line. That was nice for him. Lord did a pretty good thing for Team ABM. That was pretty fair, so I think that was not wasted. Okay, we can see Fatal Links getting connected. And okay, Savior using Stoning Light in order to get our first taken down by this aggressive Lord. Fatal Links being connected. Oh my god, getting in 3 heroes from Team ABM here. That was a
damage from James is enough. Actually, the Shaduk is on point. He was actually able to do something here, but no, Apex and James actually survive here. Flicker has been used. Valentina, as she was waiting for this moment her whole game. She was waiting to use that ultimate of Martis, and nonetheless here, and actually Ryuga has used that blazing duet, but was not able to actually kill someone here. Vilo actually in a really sticky situation, but yep, he'll be falling down as Asuna was there to actually deal the combo, and but he'll be falling down into the hands of Xavier, and once again the damage is there. And yep, Valentina will also be getting shut down. The ultimate was there, but it was kind of late enough. I think they'll be yep, only one person will be falling down here, but it's not gonna be enough, as it's gonna be wipeout, and 2 members moving on into the
teammates, I think that would be okay.
And let's come to the Federico connects onto Apex, and I think Apex will be pulling down here. Marty is in a really deep situation, and I think he'll be going for the decimation, but no, he does not connect on anyone. I think he does not have ultimate. Yep, he
Close joins in the match, and we can see Atlas being taken down by Martiset, dealing in some great damage. And I think Love Guru on Brody is in. No, I think Jay is in a bad situation.
took him down, and yep, the goal lead is yet again back to 500 goals only. And here we can see that actually Paul was actually to take down that James here. Valentino falls down, and
Without any obstruction by the enemy team. And that was a nice gameplay. Okay, Akuka, that and Mart is coming in from the back line. That was nice for him. Lord did a pretty good thing for Team ABM. That was pretty fair, so I think that was not wasted. Okay, we can see Fatal Links getting connected. And okay, Savior using Stoning Light in order to get our first taken down by this aggressive Lord. Fatal Links being connected. Oh my god, getting in 3 heroes from Team ABM here. That was a
from James is enough. Actually, the Shaduk is on point. He was actually able to do something here, but no, Apex and James actually survive here. Flicker has been used. Valentina, as she was waiting for this moment her whole game. She was waiting to use that ultimate of Martis, and nonetheless here, and actually Ryuga has used that blazing duet, but was not able to actually kill someone here. Vilo actually in a really sticky situation, but yep, he'll be falling down as Asuna was there to actually deal the combo, and but he'll be falling down into the hands of Xavier, and once again the damage is there. And yep, Valentina will also be getting shut down. The ultimate was there, but it was kind of late enough. I think they'll be yep, only one person will be falling down here, but it's not gonna be enough, as it's gonna be wipeout, and 2 members moving on into the
teammates, I think that would be okay.
And let's come to the Federico connects onto Apex, and I think Apex will be pulling down here. Marty is in a really deep situation, and I think he'll be going for the decimation, but no, he does not connect on anyone. I think he does not have ultimate. Yep, he
Close joins in the match, and we can see Atlas being taken down by Martiset, dealing in some great damage. And I think Love Guru on Brody is in. No, I think Jay is in a bad situation.
took him down, and yep, the goal lead is yet again back to 500 goals only. And here we can see that actually Paul was actually to take down that James here. Valentino falls down, and
Without any obstruction by the enemy team. And that was a nice gameplay. Okay, Akuka, that and Mart is coming in from the back line. That was nice for him. Lord did a pretty good thing for Team ABM. That was pretty fair, so I think that was not wasted. Okay, we can see Fatal Links getting connected. And okay, Savior using Stoning Light in order to get Starbucks.
I'll show you what fighting really is.
Coming to the far end, corner lord also approaching, especially towards the backline. He goes in and connects it on two people. And she has the flash to Promise Lydia to get right. The two man away from the Cooper. She's in his survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to him, but the Martin is gonna make sure that he gets two of them.
Welcome everybody to MKE Championship Season 5. This is the This is day 1 of the semifinals. And in this match, it's everyone's beloved teams of Vendetta, the team that won an impressive 2-1 against Milkman. It's the same scenario. They both won 2-1 in a very tough scenarios, tough situations, but they both pulled off and got that last victory. Now, Doombuster, who do you think might win this match, honestly, to get to the finals?
Well, first of all, thank you everyone for tuning in. And I would say I would side with Milkman, even though I know Vendetta is a very good team. But I would love to see Milkman give them a tough time. And I always, go with the underdog. So let's see how it goes.
Honestly, I would give my guess, but before that, I do have to give a shout out to our sponsors, which is Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and IAY Store. They're sponsoring our giveaways that we're providing to you guys. Under me in the caster's desk, you'll see the giveaway code. Go into the description, type out this giveaway code, and you'll just get free diamonds. But remember, this is first come, first serve. So whoever's the first lucky person to see this and catch this on, they'll get free diamonds. Congratulations, though, if you got the diamonds already. Now,
Yeah, meanwhile, we are in the draft section now.
as we go to the draft section, the first ban goes to Team Milkman. Now
Yeah,
then,
let's see.
Need some stitches?
Ooh.
I can help.
oh,
Melissa.
ban.
What do
I
you
was
think
thinking
about
Melissa.
Melissa, Ben?
Honestly, she's very annoying in team fights with her little puppet that she throws. And Trinity build on Melissa, demonic, honestly. Golden stuff,
Yeah, especially after the mid game.
especially after the mid game. Give her House Claw, she's not gonna dive anyone. And a 1-1 to counter ban, although she got nerfed. Well, no, she got adjusted technically with the recent patch notes. What do you think of this ban currently?
I would say so far the bans are good. 1-1 has been banned as well from side of Vendetta and Orlot. One of my favorite new heroes. The Orlot is, he's a disaster in the battlefield. I mean, if you give it to anyone, they can perform really good because he's not that hard to use, to be honest. And on the other hand, Xavier has been banned, so we have seen how good Xavier has been, especially with those snowballing and poking effects. Meanwhile, the revamped Minstar guys, he's here and he has been picked. First pick from the side of Milkman has been Minstar.
Minstar not being banned from both sides. The team Milkman knew that they were picking Minstar first and foremost. Now, how will Vendetta reply with this?
Yeah, so far they have picked Valentina and I think Clint. Yep, they have locked Clint. So good picks coming from the side of Vendetta, because Valentina can actually copy the ultimate of any hero. So Minsisar can be one of them.
Although, like, it's a new Minsitar. We can't say the old Minsitar. It's a new Minsitar, the brand new Truchi one. Honestly,
Yeah, exactly.
first skill, I just played Minsitar recently, and I felt like an alpha was pointing towards me. You know, like that's his new first skill. That's how I would explain his new first skill. And while I played that, Framus got pit and Lapu Lapu, so it will be a Framus mid lane and Lapu Lapu side. To reply with this,
Yes.
a team Vendetta pits. It could be.
We're gonna see what they pick.
It could
Yep.
be their.
They must be thinking that they should. Now they're gonna go for either an XP laner or a tank. Yep, they are. Oh, they have picked Barretts as a jungler.
They put their tanky jungle. He has no dash, so like he won't be that affected by Minsitar's ult. But Minsitar has more CC now, and he's more kind of dangerous now. So let's see how this plays out for us.
Yeah, I would say Minsisar might be going as a roamer, but we're gonna see. So far, Barretts, I would say Barretts is a good pick against Minsisar. I've seen him getting picked against Minsisar in some other tournaments as well. So let's see how it goes for Vendetta.
And now we see a Mortis band coming in from Vendetta and an Atlas band coming in from Team Milkman. Now, do you think these are respect bands? Because we've seen Atlas banned a couple of times as an overpower band. But Mortis, what do you think of Mortis has been banned?
I would say Martis is a good band, since Vendetta, if they pick Martis, it won't be much of a use for them against Minsisar. So that's why I would say they have banned him. But so far, Esmeralda has been picked from the side of Vendetta. And let's see what will be the last two picks from the side of Milkman.
Yes, you know, I do expect I do expect Beatrice, and this might be their jungler to counter the Bratz pick, and it'll be a monkey jungler. A Sun pick here. Now that is a very intriguing choice, because Sun has a very weak early game, but once he gets his 2 core items and plus dominance, even he'll dominate and clone his way into the battlefield. And to counter,
and you.
we'll see the roam pick here as Franco coming in here. We see a couple of might see more hot plays. Or no, we're going to see Lolita plays here.
I think Lolita is a good pick here. And but the only thing I would say here that she'll have to keep her positioning really well. On the other hand, yep, Sun is a good pick here against tanky heroes, but we're gonna see how well he can perform, especially with the help of Ramis. He can be devastating.
That is true. It's a free punish with a free centralize for even the clones. So we have to see how match goes out. But before the match starts, one more time, we have this tourney is sponsored. Obviously, it's sponsored by Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, and Ivor Store. They're great stores. They're sponsored giveaways. Do check them out. It's in the little description. Now back to the match. Noob Master, who do you think might win this tournament? Who do you think might win this match in specific?
So far, the draw from the side of Milkman looks a little bit better, but let's see how it goes. I won't be saying that the Vendetta is weak here, but because of Minsisar and Framis pick, I would say it will be very difficult for the side of Vendetta to actually give them, a very tough time. But let's see. It now depends on how well they play, and Lolita is straight away on that purple buff there, and Minsisar is just there. Oh, I think, yep. I thought Lolita got that little purple buff. I'm not exactly sure what its name is, but I think, that was a beautiful petrify from Minsisar, trying to slow down Lolita as much as they can, and now Lolita is quite low, but she'll have to disengage here. Meanwhile, Faramis is there with all that. Wow, that early damage is good with that Minsisar, but in the meantime, it seems to me that first blood will be taken from the side of Vendetta, and they have taken down their jungler. So good early trade from the side of Vendetta.
And as that early trade begins, Esmeralda started the red buff, making sure that Monty does not get any trade.
Ooh.
This is not. This is
Meanwhile,
not. What
this
happened
is
at
not good.
mid?
I mean, in the mid lane, you didn't see it, but Mishitar actually hooked Valentina, and she was quite low. And yep, Framis was there as well, so they took her down.
And we see a minute to invade here on 4 Monty with Bratz be level 4 and Sun be level 2. He invades it with a second still. What a beautiful
Wow.
as Bratz might be trapped in a rock and a hard place. Nope, he leaves carefully. That's very good done. Very big done.
Yep, that's the strategy that Vendetta will have to use if they want to win this game, and that is exactly the type of aggressiveness that they should be showing. Meanwhile, Turtle is on the Land of Dawn, and we're gonna see if there will be any contest on the Turtle, but I don't think so, since the jungler is on the top there, taking that gold crab there, and Barrett will be able to take down Turtle quite easily.
Honestly though, a pretty easy turn for Bratz as Monty is trying to take his blue buff once again. But Bratz is just walking in. The Numenon blast starts in, strikes on Monty. Cult altar activates, but Monty still dies here. And this might be. Oh, that was Valentina's cult altar. I thought that was Francis' cult altar. Lapu Lapu dives in with the brave.
Oh.
Gets shorted down.
Lapu Lapu
by the
dives with
wall.
the bravest warrior, but not connecting on to anyone there, and it was kind of a funny moment there, to be honest.
He bumped his head. That's what happened.
Exactly. But so far, if we look at it, the advantage is towards Vendetta, and the way they are playing, they are so aggressive that it seems like Milkman, they have no clue what to do against them so far. And especially if you look at the jungler, he is quite fed right now from the side of Vendetta. Meanwhile, Sun, he has died 2 times, and he has only got the knife with 10% attack speed. So this is a very big problem for Milkman.
And by the way, if you didn't notice, he just got his red tree. He just got his ice red tree. And there's a pause coming in from the side of Vendetta.
Alright, so guys, there's a short pause here. So, what do you think so far? I mean, the way Vendetta are playing, they. I was actually expecting Milkman to play better here because they actually had a good draft. But they should have had this thing in mind that with Barrett and Lolita, they can easily invade. And Barrett has that defense, especially when he stacks up. So, what do you think? Will Milkman be able to make a good comeback after like mid game? So far, the gold lead is around 2k. So, I would love to hear your opinion on this.
All depends on Monty, honestly, at this point. It really is. It just rests on Monty and how well he plays, because he and Beatrice are the only ones that can kill Bratz and all of the rest of the tiny pits quite easily. But if Monty gets late and they focus on Beatrice's nets, this might be a tough match for Vendetta to win, for like Milkman to win.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind that Lolita is there as well, and Luminant blast from Lolita can hurt a lot. We have seen a very good example recently, the way she stunned 3 members on that purple buff. So if she plays like that, definitely it will be big trouble for Milkman.
That is true. We might see a Milkman loss in the first match, but they might pull off in the second match. But however, we can't say anything, It's just the early game. You can't decide a game on the early game. A lot of games have been like flipped on its head. Like you lose to KDAs, it's like 50-13. You lose that kind of games, So we'll
Yeah,
just see.
and I would say that Lapu Lapu, since he has been in the meta now, I would say that Lapu Lapu can be a game changer here as well, because he can actually reach the backlane as well. So he can take down Valentina and Clint as well. Meanwhile, we are back, guys, after the 2-minute pause, and we're gonna see what is gonna happen on the bottom lane. So far, gold has been taken from that turret, and it seems to me that the clone technique has been used by Sun, and they are trying to take down that turret if they can. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they have taken down 2 heroes, Misitar and Beatrix was taken down. It was 2 versus 3 situation. Definitely, the advantage was towards the side of Vendetta. Meanwhile, they have taken down the turret, and once again there is a pause, and it seems to me that Esmeralda is AFK. Yep, there is another
I was
pause.
just about to say that Esmeralda has been very, very suspicious, just standing there, just waiting, just staring at that lane, just wanting to clear it, you know?
Yeah,
What
I
a
think she's AFK, or maybe there's some network issue. That's why she couldn't move.
But like this is the last pause since it's only 2 pauses per team, so this is gonna be tough for Team Vendetta.
Yeah, and if there is no Esmeralda or XP laner, then it's going to be very, very tough for Vendetta to win against Milkman now, because the advantage will go towards Milkman.
That is true. That is true. Because it's like both Lapu Lapu and Esme both fill the same goal, and Esme is technically putting Lapu Lapu in check because Lapu Lapu is giving Esme his own shield to heal off of. So with Esme gone, this might be the only chance Milkman has to win. But if Esme comes back, who knows? We might see a very tough match coming in from Milkman.
Yes, but so far, if you look at it, they have taken down that bottom turret while Esmeralda was there standing in near that bush. But let's see if they can do something about that issue that they are actually facing. I hope they do, because I love to see a match where both teams are equally qualified and equally, advantage. They have equal advantage with each other.
Yeah, honestly, it's fun to see that US7 Vendetta match that happened yesterday. That is a beautiful match. That is a true example of an actual hype match that happened. We're close into the 2-minute pause. In 8, 7, 6, 5. Just do a countdown. I don't know. We have the match started in. Let's hope SB comes back. Let's hope the match continues. She is running. She is back here. Munty dives in. Maybe try to poke her out, but nope. He just leaves it. He just leaves her with the clone. That much damage with just one SV first kill. That clone is pretty fragile. We see Clint bullying the Beatrice and Brat starting in the turtle. But Munty replies with that by decking top lane here. We see Lolita
but
and everyone just like showing vision, showing where everyone is. This might be a Numenon Blast. Oh, it is. It's a Numenon Blast, but I told Alter to reply onto that to save Mincetar and Framus. But the Valentina Mincetar ult and the Clint's damage is too much for them to survive. Even told Alter to save this. A triple kill comes in from Clint, but Munty dives in onto like Clint. Maybe this might be a kill from Munty onto the Clint, but no, Clint evades it and survives. Now Valentina's here to punish that Munty. On why did he come forward? Why? How dare he? Esmeralda out of nowhere jumps in with the falling star moon. Why is she here?
Wow.
Why is she here?
Yeah, I was thinking, why is she here? And the way Vendetta actually made a comeback was amazing. I thought that Clint was gonna go down, but yep, once again Valentina, they're putting on that damage. I mean, she has a lot of damage, and so far, if you look at it, Clint is also quite fed there. Once again, killing spree coming from Valentina, and that will be double kill. So Milkman seems to be in a lot of trouble here.
We see the Numenon Blast coming in from the side of... This is sad to see the solo Numenon Blast onto that Mincetar. Where could he have run from? Where could he have gone? We see SB here bullied in on Lapu Lapu as Lapu Lapu tries to like dive into the Vegas Warriors, gets at least some spell ramp up, but does he live this? I don't think he can outrun, or maybe he might live this actually. He does live this. He does live this.
Oh, that was a good hook
Very
there
nice
from
hook.
Mincetar. Oh wow!
Oh,
What
Framus
just
comes
happened
in
there?
with the... How's Framus' pull? Framus comes in with a pull on Lolita, getting her 2 turret shots, but she lives that and leaves. Conceals it from the back. Bratz comes in with the ulting. Mincetar ults onto the Bratz, but there's no one that to dash to. Lolita coming in with a flank with the Numenon Blast, catching 2 people off guard. This is a Valentina, I think, on with Mincetar's ult, right? I'm not confusing that, right? I like talking about Valentina messes with my head. We see Esmeralda and Bratz poking in on the level, making sure it doesn't stay. Framus pulls back Bratz, making sure he takes 3 turret shots. Like from Beatrice, but he still lives that. Framus comes
What
in
is
with a
Framus doing there? My goodness.
Esri comes in with a falling star moon and a kill on Framus.
Wow, that was poor positioning from Framus, to be honest. I mean, he knew that three members from Vendetta are there, and yep, once again, it seems to me that Lolita is in trouble. Luminal Blast coming, but not connecting on to anyone there, and yep, Turtle has been taken once again for the side of Vendetta, and finally, if you have noticed, oh my goodness, Beatrix almost got that Lolita there.
Yeah. My thing is that I don't like casting or like Valentina's stuff to cast. Like they should color code it, because it's like I just saw 2 Mincitar ults, but they're both red, and it's like who's who, who's where.
Yeah, it's quite confusing most of the times, and it seems to me that once again she has Mincitar's ultimate, but we're gonna see what happens so far.
We see Lolita coming in with a charge. Maybe she might do a Numenon Blast plus Flicker as she has both skills ready to go, and she's just hungry for that 3-man ult, honestly. But Framus will counter that with the 12 alter. We just have to see Minnesota runs in with the conceal. Will he get a 3-man ult? He does! A 3-man Petrify ult. 4-man first kill with the Numenon Blast to reply onto that. Just as squishies, the cold alter saves all of them, but will this be enough to like survive? Clint gets 1 kill down. There's a second kill, I hope not. There's a second
Oh
kill.
my goodness. I'm not sure what I am not sure exactly what Framus is trying to do there, but he keeps on standing still between all those enemies, and I really I mean, it's hard to understand what he is planning to do there. He has died twice like this, and
Might be lagging. He might be lagging.
yeah, maybe, but I mean, yeah, what can I say? But he should try to give himself better positioning, and that's the only way they can actually win. Giving more kills equals giving more gold, so definitely this will be becoming more and more difficult. Once again, it seems to me that Mr. is in trouble. He will escape there with that ultimate. Oh my goodness, that pull from Framus was insane, and once again, a very nice pull there. Lolita with that Luminous Blast, and yep, stunning on to 3 members there, and Framus will be able to take down Lolita there. It seems to me that shutdown coming on to Clint there, and exactly what I was trying to say, that Lapu Lapu is the one who can actually go. Beautiful flicker there, popping from Framus there, evading Falling Star Moon there. So that was actually a good team fight coming from the side of Milkman, and I would say that they have done well against Vendetta's strong lineup.
That's good. Like I said, when late game comes and BH's Monty's damage skyrockets, they skyrocket. It doesn't stand still. Esme cleared it as fast as she can. We'll see a build check here actually, because the Sea Halberd got buffed recently. That it does more damage to like high HP heroes. It's just your average controller.
And so far, if you look at it, Sun hasn't made any good damage items as well. Only Swift crossbow. And it seems to me that Lord will be taken from the side of Vendetta. No contest coming from the side of Milkman there, and they will have to defend now. Meanwhile, Sun on the top lane is trying to push as fast as he can. Yep, he will be recalling back to the base because he knows that the whole team is coming. And oh, Lapu Lapu is in deep waters here, and maybe he will be taken down, maybe not. But yep, he has escaped so far.
The steal comes in from the Lolita.
Oh my goodness, there comes Lapu Lapu with the previous warrior, and he will be able to escape for now. And will they be able to defend this Lord? We're gonna see.
Lolita is just chilling there with the enemy. It's like I feel like she wants to join them at this point. The way that she's like positioned everywhere, just in the enemy's like area, in the enemy's crowd. We see both Flitter and Numenon Blast ready from. Oh, a hook on Valentina, but she evades that quite quickly. The bot center has been destroyed. The Lord has been slain, so there's not an inhibitor push till now.
Yes, and they have defended well against Vendetta so far, and I think they can do more against them as well. Framus, oh, that was Valentina with Carlotta getting popped, and this time Framus will be the one who will be popping Carlotta, and Lolita stunning on, connecting on to 2 members there. It seems to me that 2 members are down, and will they be able to defend? Mid lane inhibitor turret has been taken down, so the turret damage will help them take down Lolita there, but seems to be Falling Star Moon, and Falling Star Moon will take down Sun there, Lapu Lapu, sorry, and will they be able to defend? Once again, there is ultimate from side of Beatrix there, machine gun, and Clint is so aggressive, oh my goodness, but he will be taken out. Flicker has been popped by Beatrix to avoid that death from Valentina, and my goodness, that was a good play coming from Milkman. It seems to me that Esmeralda is in trouble, but she will escape once again. What do you think? Is there a chance for them to make a comeback here?
Just from that low play, the defense was quite amazing. We really just have to see till fully late game, because as that comes in, Framus and Beatrice both are very good at late and like mini clearing. And Lapu Lapu too, on top of that. But
Yeah, but
push was a blunder by side of Vendetta, as the Clint and most of the team got a bit too aggressive. They should have just toned down their like anger and like just thought about it, just relaxed about it. Falling Star Moon onto the Beatrice, almost executing her. She lives with a sliver of HP as she runs away. Barat's poking them up, like making sure they don't chase or they don't defend. Or maybe he's just pulling up stats.
yeah.
Pulling up stats at this point.
Exactly, and it seems to me that now Sun is gonna make. Once again, you can see ultimate coming from Misita there. A luminous blast log with Faramis with Condotta. It seems to me that Clint will be taken down once again. Finally, it seems to me that Esmeralda is the one who will take down two members, but she will be taken down with the damage coming from turret, and it's a 2 versus 3 situation. No, it's a 3 versus 3 because Paramis with those passive has been spawning again and again, and Bravest Warrior on that Clint, but it seems to me that Clint doesn't seem to have any effect or damage there.
Lapu Lapu was just too tanky for Clint to kill. Never mind, Lapu Lapu just killed Clint. Numeron Blast coming in from Lolita, solo ulting the Munty, killing the Munty in one shot with Clint's ult. And Clint is just getting even more and more angry, just killing everybody. That might have been a triple kill if the turret had not been destroyed by Clint's like damage. A very beautiful play by Vendetta and a very beautiful defense by Milkman. God.
Yeah.
What?
I thought that maybe they will be able to, make a comeback there, but unfortunately, but again, they still have a chance. It's a best of 3, so they can make a good comeback in the second game. They know now how aggressive Vendetta can be, and we are gonna see how they will do in the second game. What do you think so far about the items and stuff?
Itemizations, a lot of it. Munty did go tank Sun, which is a bit weird, honestly, and that's like a fully tanky comp. Maybe he was trying to be like the front line of his team, which is not a bad idea. It's a pretty good idea, but you already have Lapu Lapu, so it might have been a bit too much front lines. Because Munty is not necessarily a tanky character. It's supposed to be like your distracted tank killer character. That's what he is.
Yeah, and I would say Export might have been a better pick here. What do you think against Lolita? Because his skill that pulls the enemy in, it can actually disable Lolita's ultimate quite easily.
That is true. And Jawhead would have been also a very funny pick here by Milkman. We also see Clint with Sea Halberd, like I was saying, the new Sea Halberd with the buff coming in on high HP targets. But that was on Clint's side. Weird. Well, we have to like set their set-offs, but before we do, we'll meet you in the next match. Let me talk about the sponsor for a bit second. It's Genesis Store, Zeutan Store, IVI Store. The winners of the giveaway that we had previously that these sponsors are sponsoring will be announced in the highlights reel. Do check them out. See ya.
Oh, but she'll have to disengage here. Meanwhile, Faramis is there with all that. Wow, that early damage is good with that Minsitar, but in the meantime, it seems to me that First Blood will be.
Raz is just walking in. The Numenon Blast starts in, strikes on Munty. Cult Altar activates, but Munty still dies here. And this might be. Oh, that was Valentina's Cult Altar. I thought that was Framis' Cult Altar.
Has been taken from that turret, and it seems to me that the clone technique has been used by Sun, and they are trying to take down that turret if they can. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they have taken.
Reply onto that to save Minsitar and Framis, but the Valentina Minsitar ult and the Trin's damage is too much for them to survive. Even called alternate save this. A triple kill counter holds onto the brass, but there's no one that dash to. Lolita coming in with a flank with the Numeron blast, catching two people off guard. This is a Valentine, I think, on with Minnesota ult, right? I'm not confusing that, right? Esmeralda and Baratz poking in on the level, making sure he doesn't stay. Framus pulls back Baratz, making sure he takes 3 turret shots. Right from Beatrix, but he still lives that. Framus comes
What
in
is
with
Framus doing there?
ult. 4-man first kill, but the Numenon blast to reply onto that. Just as squishies, the cold altar saves all of them, but will this be enough to like survive? Clint gets 1 kill down. There's a second kill, like.
Framus was insane, and once again, a very nice pull there. Lolita with that Luminous Blast, and yep, stunning on to 3 members there, and Framus will be able to take down Lolita there. It seems to me that shutdown coming on with Carlotta getting popped, and this time Framus will be the one who will be popping Carlotta, and Lolita stunning on, connecting on to 2 members there. It seems to me that 2 members are down, and and will they be able to defend? Once again, there is ultimate from side of Beatrix there, machine gun, and Clint is so aggressive, oh my goodness, but he will be taken out. Flicker has been popped by Beatrix to once again you can see ultimate coming from Misita there, a luminous blast log with Framis with Carlotta. It seems to me that Clint will be taken down once again. Finally, it seems effect or damage there.
Lapu just too tanky for critical. Never mind, Lapu just killed Clint. Numeron blast coming in from Lolita, solo ulting the Munty, killing the Munty in 1 shot.
But she'll have to disengage here. Meanwhile, Framis is there with all that. Wow, that early damage is good with that Minsitar, but in the meantime, it seems to me that first blood will be.
Raz is just walking in. The Numenon blast starts in, strikes on Munty. Cult altar activates, but Munty still dies here. And this might be. Oh, that was Valentina's cult altar. I thought that was Framis' cult altar.
Has been taken from that turret, and it seems to me that the clone technique has been used by Sun, and they are trying to take down that turret if they can. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they have taken.
Reply onto that to save Minsitar and Framis, but the Valentina Minsitar ult and the Trin's damage is too much for them to survive. Even called alternate save this. A triple kill counter holds onto the brass, but there's no one that dash to. Lolita coming in with a flank with the Numeron blast, catching 2 people off guard. This is a Valentine, I think, on with Minnesota ult, right? I'm not confusing that, right? Esmeralda and Baratz poking in on the level, making sure he doesn't stay. Framis pulls back Baratz, making sure he takes 3 turret shots. Right from Beatrix, but he still lives that. Framis comes
What
in
is
with
Framis doing there?
4-man first kill, but the Numenon blast to reply onto that. Just as squishies, the cold altar saves all of them, but will this be enough to like survive? Clint gets 1 kill down. There's a second kill, like.
Framis was insane, and once again, a very nice pull there. Lolita with that Luminous Blast, and yep, stunning on to 3 members there, and Framis will be able to take down Lolita there. It seems to me that shutdown coming on with Carlotta getting popped, and this time Framis will be the one who will be popping Carlotta, and Lolita stunning on, connecting on to 2 members there. It seems to me that 2 members are down, and and will they be able to defend? Once again, there is ultimate from side of Beatrix there, machine gun, and Clint is so aggressive, oh my goodness, but he will be taken out. Flicker has been popped by Beatrix to once again you can see ultimate coming from Misita there, a luminous blast log with Framis with Carlotta. It seems to me that Clint will be taken down once again. Finally, it seems effect or damage there.
Lapu just too tanky for critical. Never mind, Lapu just killed Clint. Numeron blast coming in from Lolita, solo ulting the Munty, killing the Munty in 1 shot.
But she'll have to disengage here. Meanwhile, Framis is there with all that. Wow, that early damage.
you what fighting really is.
Coming in the far end corner, Lord also approaching, especially towards the backliner. He goes in and connects it on two people. And he has the flash to progress Lydia to get right. The two men away from the focus. Section is survives. He's gonna jump and hit the momentum way too close to the Martin. He's gonna make sure that he gets two of them.
Welcome everybody
Alright.
Sorry, you start. You start.
All right, guys. So we are back. Sorry, we did actually decide who's gonna start. So definitely we both started at the same time. However,
It's instinct.
guys, we are back in the yeah, it's instinct, and we are back in the second match. It's Vendetta versus Milkman. The first match was taken by Vendetta, and Milkman actually struggled in that match. So we're gonna see if they are gonna make a good comeback here. Meanwhile, if we talk about the sponsors, so the main sponsors of this tournament are Genesis Store, and the co-sponsors are ABM VS Store and Zeutan Store. So guys, make sure to follow them, and you can buy diamonds from them as well. And they are actually giving free diamonds with that promo code that you can see anytime on the stream, and it's a first come first serve opportunity, so make sure to grab it as soon as you can once it appears. And that's it from my side. So Richie, what do you think about the previous game, and are you actually excited about the second game? Because I would love to see Milkman making a good comeback here.
Let's see, we always love to see underdog stories where it's like they get really beaten badly and then they show that they're better, or they show that they're even good at the game, it's very fun. It's very fun. Last match, we see that the multi-sun jungle really doesn't work out in the early game, as you need a jungler that can handle his own. With Lolita being a very exceptional MVP, I don't like how they don't give Tights MVP anymore, you know? It's like you did a lot of assists, you're not considered like the most valuable player.
Yeah, indeed. And so far, I mean, I would say that the only thing that Milkman needs is a good draft. And if they do a good draft, I mean, early game heroes and some mid, and then some late game heroes, definitely they can give tough time to Vendetta.
Honestly, yeah. It just depends. It just depends on who gets late game first and who has the better composition. As we saw a dive composition and then a tank killing composition that couldn't work well. As Ezmi's buff proved why, because the damage she did on Lapu Lapu, beautiful, and then what she did on the squishies. As we come into the bans here.
Yeah, and one thing I would like to talk about here is the recent patch, and that patch has actually changed a lot of things, especially with those change in items and heroes as well. So if you haven't read that patch, guys, go read it, and that will help you understand what's the new meta and how the meta is gonna change with the recent changes. So coming back to the game, Melissa and One has been banned once again from both teams here so far.
Melissa, it's the same bans here. Melissa being a very great marksman in the team fights, and Van just being Van in general to pick off anyone with just her ult. Valentina coming in from the side of Vendetta, a respect ban, as if they were picking Minnesota, they got beaten by their own strat. Arlott being banned by Team Vendetta, as Milkman picked Xavier and leaving Minnesota open. What is happening?
Yeah, Mrs. is open there, but I would say Mrs. might not be picked here. Let's see what happens. But meanwhile, Clint has been picked from the side of Milkman, and it seems to me that this time Milkman they have a better marksman against Vendetta.
Honestly, yeah.
A Joe pick.
Oh, that's a very flex pick here, honestly.
Yeah, my favorite hero is Joe, and I love to see good Joe play. Let's see how well this Joe is gonna perform. And on the other hand, we have Fredrin, who has been picked. So Fredrin has also been adjusted in the recent patch, and now his damage stacks with the number of passive stacks he has. So if you have only one stack, you're gonna have less damage. Previously, it was not the case there.
Yeah, it's like people just like hold at half HP and then still one shot. I think that's what they're trying to avoid. They want Frederick to be like a last man standing type character, and not just, oh, you put me to half HP, you're dead. I'm not dead, you're dead.
Yeah, and on the other hand, if we talk about the picks here, so Brody has been picked this time from the side of Vendetta, and Pokito has been picked from the side of Milkman. But they have to be careful here. Yep, they have banned Misa, but Kufra is still open, and if they pick Kufra, that is gonna be very, very tough for Brody to actually score some good kills or play well against Kufra, because I hate when I pick Pokito and there's a Kufra in the enemy.
Understandable. It's a fear that people have. We see a mid Sitar ban coming in from the side of Vendetta and a Barat's ban coming in from the side of Milkman. And Barat is a respect ban. We have to admit that at this point. Both of these bans are
Yeah.
respect. Think about it. We see Lu Yi being picked by Team Vendetta. Now, I think this might be personal, but I really love Lu Yi. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, Luigi, the damage he has is so unpredictable that, I mean, you just start to run away once he starts to do the Jing Jan reactions. So let's see how it goes. And are we gonna see XP laner Lunux? No, it's gonna be jungler Lunux. Ooh, that is gonna be a very tricky pick coming from the side of Milkman. On the other hand, Lapu Lapu and Kufra, as we pick, like we were talking, they have picked a counter against Pokito, and this is gonna be trouble. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be Fanny against Kufra. Wow.
It's going to be a Fanny against. I don't think Team Vendetta learned as last time they played Fanny against Krufra, and that poor Fanny got stunned 3 different times in 3 separate ways, all of them being airborne. So
Now this is gonna be very, very tough for Milkman to actually play against Akufra, especially with that Fanny as a jungler. I mean, yep, we play Fanny as a jungler, but I mean, if you look at it, Fanny best counter is Kufra, and he can not only counter Fanny, he can counter most of the heroes that are being picked by Milkman here. So this draft is, I would say, again in the favor of Vendetta.
in the favor of Milkman here, actually. Vendetta's the one with Fanny. And
Oh, okay, my bad.
it's fine. Let me just like give a shout out to our winners of the previous giveaway code. Congratulations, Salazar! You've got your diamonds from our beautiful stores, Genesis stores, Zeutan stores, IUY store. How do you feel? But before you answer, let's just go on to the matches as the land of dawn begins and everyone goes to their separate lanes. Now, Trufra might have a fun time here having 3 dash reliant heroes in the enemy team. But I guess their plan is to overwhelm him, because he has to choose who to dash up, to jump on. So like if he jumps on one person, the other 2 dash heroes can have fun, right? I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, but Joe is gonna be the rover here, and it seems to be that Kufra is trying to give as much vision as he can. And oh, that was an early flicker from Kufra. I think he got scared there, but he should have used his. He doesn't have the second skill unlocked yet, but it seems to me that are we gonna see a little fight here on Litho Wonder? It's gonna be Kufra with that dash skill, and it seems to me that might is the damage, but the bouncing ball will help him escape this time. Did you see that damage on the Kufra?
I saw the damage. That's also Louis and Clint's damage combined. Cho comes in with the fist of Zed, coming in trying to invade Fredrin with Fatty. Fatty gets the blue buff here and gets Kufra to execute level.
Wow. So that I thought that maybe they will be in trouble, but because Kufra was quite low, he had to escape there. And I would say that we cannot say if Fanny will be able to perform very good against Kufra, but it all depends on the positioning as well. So if Fanny waits for Kufra to actually perform his bouncing ball skill, then it can be difficult for them to counter against Fanny. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane there, Kufra has charged there, but it seems to be that beautiful dash from that Joe, and he will escape quite easily there.
Honestly, yeah, this is a very that Louis' damage on Fredrin is too much. Fredrin is still level 3 while Fanny is rocking that level 5. No, she's still rocking
Yeah.
this taking turtle quite easy. Fredrin might be coming in to try to do a sneaky turtle take, but with not having level 4, that might be a very risky play here. He actually
Oh my goodness.
Fanny.
Wow,
Steals
that is
turtle
exactly
from
what I was
Fanny's
thinking.
eyes.
Oh my goodness, Davis.
Park is
Oh,
not hard pace. Joe gets Lapu, and Kufra jumps on, tries to jump on Louis, but misses, and that might be an inevitable death by him. Who is that?
that flicker.
On Fredrin, but flickers away from the appraisal's wrath. Could have died there, but that was a really nice flicker. Louis still chases that Kufra. Just leave him alone at this point. Let them run 1 HP. This is Louis' death here by Xavier or Fredrin, but no, she maneuvers out of the way and just leaves. Fanny comes in from
Wow.
the table. Did you see that?
I mean, look at the Logi, how aggressive she is against 2 members of Milkman there, and the way she's playing is insane. I would love to see how much she can do and the damage that she has, especially in the early game. Once you have that Athena, she definitely, the effects are not that much great, but yep, she has that burst damage in the early game that really troubles the other team.
We see Pat Potato on Fredrin, Kufra, and Lapu Lapu. He might die here if he's not careful enough. And the Tyrant's Rat and the Appraisal's Rat, just angry boys over here, killing the poor Pat.
Yep, against Kufra against Pokito, I would say Pokito can't do anything. And I've personally witnessed it and I've experienced it as well. So this is gonna be very difficult for Pokito and Fanny to actually counter Kufra.
After that abusive day on top, we see Fanny and the team of Vendetta side join in on bot lane and push up. What
My
just happened
goodness, the
there?
damage from that Fredrin, he just completely destroyed Fanny there against 2 members of Vendetta, but yep, he will be taken down. It was a shutdown kill, so definitely once again, because the Brody seems to be in trouble. He has swapped the lanes, but yep, once again, you can see here.
Out. Louis teleporting. I think that's to top lane.
Yep,
And
and it seems to me that Brody
Brody
flickered out,
flickers
and it seems to me
away.
that Kufra is in trouble, and yep, he will be taken down.
This just
And
started so fast. Brody just sacrificed his own teammate, which is a good play, but at some point it's just so sad to do that then, honestly. But we see Brody
yeah,
being trapped here by Cho. Cho is just waiting to like flicker first on someone, but he does have flicker, so he really is just waiting for to flicker first on someone.
yeah, I thought that they might try. Once again, Logi is gonna use teleport, and it's gonna be straight on that Kufra, but it seems to be the direct range has been casted. And yep, this time that was a very poor move from Logi there. I thought that they were actually trying to take down Brody once again. They are trying to bully him as much as they can, and yep, that was a bad move from Vendetta.
That was a very bad move. Kufra just waited at his stand. Maybe they didn't notice a bit late. Like all of them just push it in mid, making sure that Clint is far back from clearing that last minion. The dawning light, the double kills Clint, but then that's Joe with the wave of the dragon onto the part with the 1-2 problem. Frederick's appraises rat gets cancelled here. What is happening in this team fight?
Wow, it was actually hard to see what actually happened because of Logi's Jin-Chan reactions and Pokito's skills, and they were moving like forward and backward, and it was so
Honestly,
hard to understand what actually happened.
I saw Pod join in and then I saw Cho hit someone with Pod. So it was like confusing what was happening there. Who got hit? Who got punched? We see a teleport at both Louis and Cho are being very... What's that Pod? That's Potato being very mischievous. They're very mischievous devils, but these guys will not go... Oh, actually... They're just bullying Brody at this point. They really are just bullying Brody at this point.
Yeah, indeed, and it seems to me that Logi will try to escape, but no, she won't be able to escape, and she will be taken down. Clint is trying to give as much damage as he can, but seems to me that
the way of the dragon gets him killed. Appraisal's rat damage, and now it's a 1v4. Can he survive this and at least take one down with him? But sad, he has fallen. He has fallen.
it was a 4 versus 1 situation, so definitely that was an impossible task for Fredrin to actually stand against them. Meanwhile, on the top lane, where they have pushed down that first turret, their first tier turret, and let's see what happens. They have taken the turtle as well, so Lord will be spawning after almost a minute. And meanwhile, Lapu Lapu with that Brave Story trying to escape, but Joe is there, and will he use his ultimate? I think he has already used it.
He already used it when he was on CCMU, but with the first
Yeah.
kill, first till third phase, gets him down to like, just stuns him enough for his team to try to do the cleanup. Oof. And I
Yeah,
feel like
I don't understand
Sorry,
there
sorry.
how the whole team reaches wherever the fight is. I mean, all the members are always there with
they're so
Vendetta.
fast. They're so fast. It's Fanny and Potato. I don't know Clint's standing there, but it's Fanny and Potato that's standing there. Fanny dies by Brody as I was talking about her, but this might be a kill on Kufra, actually. Talent's
Yeah.
that is show, but then Louis is still right. Louis is right there. Nothing's up with Louis though. Brody flickers out once again to like save himself from his life. Pod clearing that creep, try to get some regen some HP and Fredrin and the enemy's jungle. Let's see what he's trying to do here.
I
He's
mean,
just trying to-
what his plan is to take purple buff from Fanny, and that is what exactly he has done for a couple of times now. But it seems to me at this time Fanny will be able to take that purple buff because Joe and Logi are actually there to defend it.
We see, although there's a true threat pick, Fanny is, well, not Fanny's having fun. The Louis is having so much fun here. As we see the teleport coming in from bot lane, true threat jumps in with the Titan.
Oh,
Louis and Show there. What a beautiful visions finding by Xavier, seeking them out purposely. Frederick dive in and onto the Clint, onto the Show. Show escapes, but that poor Clint gets stunned, shoved, and damaged by Lapu Lapu's Bravest Warrior. Fanny dives in with the tables, but then can't do enough damage to all of their fighters. Kufra finds Park out of nowhere into that bush, jumps on him, making sure he doesn't dash away or escape in this scenario. But he still will. He still will because it's Park. Or what? How do you stop him? Lapu Lapu has a
Yep.
one against Fanny and Potato, but he might have to escape it as Fanny just 40 him down. Bravest Warrior to escape it. But the stun makes sure that Fanny runs away. She runs
oh
through.
my goodness. What just
Brody-
happened there? Frederick taunting on that Fanny. It seems to be that Logi is in trouble, and yep, she might go down here as well. Oh, almost missing. Oh, what a beautiful ultimate coming from Xavier there, and he will use Flicker to actually escape. And yep, he will try to escape if he can. Nope, he won't be able to escape. Meanwhile, Way of the Dragon has been popped from Joe, and Freddy was taken down, and Kufra as well. So Lord was taken, but they have lost 3 members. What just happened
Yep.
there?
What just happened there was the fact that they got very aggressive on Louis. They got way too bad on Louis. Honestly.
I
This is-
think what they're trying to do is take down Logi as fast as they can, because Logi is the one who is helping the whole team rotate throughout the match, throughout the map.
That is true, that is true. If they don't focus her down first, they will just die on their own, just like that. So it's a strategy, it's a good strategy, I would say.
Yeah, but because of their deaths, they were not able to take down any turrets there. And now, once again, they'll have to fight for the Lord. And if they can win another Lord, then they might be able to take some turrets down if they sink. And the one more thing that I would like to say here is that they should have backed down once they took the Lord there. Oh, Fanny was there and Kufra jumped, but not connecting on to her, and seems to be once again, oh my goodness, 4 members there, and Lapu Lapu was killed instantly there, and once again Kufra is charging. Joe is there waiting for him to strike, but nope, it's gonna be 4 versus 1 situation. My goodness, Fredrin is going too much aggressive there, and Fanny is there trying to clear down those minion waves. Meanwhile, Fred, oh my goodness, the damage from that Logi is insane, and Tyrant State from Kufra there, and Clint will be able to escape with that flicker, but oh my goodness, what a beautiful ultimate coming from Xavier there, dawning light, and he will be able to take down Clint there. On the other hand, it was Kufra who was taken down.
Very surprising place. I buy just a lot of these players.
My goodness, once again, Donic Light taking down Joe, and seems to be, my goodness, Low Yi is so insane, and her positioning has been amazing so far in the match, and seems to me that Pokito is gonna be the one who will be escaping for now. Yep, he will be backing off. He knows that it's gonna be a very tough situation if he gets caught up. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, minions are coming, but the Lord is also gonna spawn in just 5 seconds, almost 5 seconds, yep. And we might see a good fight there as well.
Let's see if Fredrin and Pod just instead of Pod gets that? How does Pod get that? Did you see that? How did Potato get the little?
I didn't notice at all.
They were staring at each other. Potato just absorbed it from Fredrin's arms.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, Bravest Warrior popped there, and Fanny is trying to give as much damage as she can. So, if they have low HP, definitely they'll have to recall, and if they get a chance, they will try to take down that Lord as fast as they can. Well, Logi, she is actually trying to see if she can provide
Louis.
the team. Yeah.
Louis can't teleport anywhere as true friend Xavier have a sixth sense on where she's going. As you can see, Frederick coming in onto that show there, making sure that he cannot really he does various stay. I was just about to say cannot stay, but then change make me wrong, man. Make me prove me wrong here. We see Frederick start.
Oh, here comes the teleport. Here comes the teleport. It's gonna come from the bottom lane. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be Brody who got caught up in the way of the dragon. It seems to be that. Oh, it's Xavier was taken down by Fanny instead by Cutthroat, and once again, monster kill from that Pokito. My goodness, the damage, and it seems to be that Freeze has been popped, and Lapu Lapu will try to escape if he can. Yep, he will escape there, but it will be very difficult for Fredrin as well to escape, and it's gonna be a very tough 3 versus 1 situation. Oh my goodness, I thought from that. Oh, are we gonna see a kill here? Yeah, my goodness, wow. Pokito, insane gameplay. What a beautiful outplay.
A bit too late for that brave warrior there. Part were coming in with the uppercut jab combo. What a beautiful outplays here.
Wow. Against Kufra, if you play Pokito like this, you must be insane. You must have insane skills and gameplay, because it's very hard to actually play against Kufra like this.
Vendetta's already insane from picking 3 Dash Knight heroes against Kufra. Or it's we can't just give that on to Park itself. Everyone deserves that credit. Everyone deserves that kind of shoutouts. But
yeah, look at the way how much Joe actually gets into the enemy lines, and the way he actually is trying to taunt the whole team is something that only some good Joe players can do, because they can escape. Meanwhile, from the top lane, Lord is coming, and will Milkman be able to defend this time? Minions are coming from everywhere, and Fredrin, my goodness, the damage of Fredrin is insane, and Iron State has been casted, and it's gonna be Xavier who will be using Dawning Light, and seems to me that Fanny will be taken down, meanwhile Kufra was taken down as well by Logi, and it's gonna be 3 versus 4 situation, and it's gonna be very hard for Pokito. Yep, he will survive because turret was taken down. So once again they have defended. I mean, this was their first defense actually, because the first time Lord was taken by Milkman. But we're gonna see once again if they can make a comeback here. It seems to me that they are in a pressure. Bravest Warrior popped. Oh my goodness, beautiful! Wow, flicker and that stun on. It seems to be that this time Pokito has been caught, and oh my goodness, what just happened there? Freeze was
Immortality
Winter Truncheon. Amazing play from that Pokito there. Amazing.
But he was already dead. It's not like he was gonna live that. He was already immobilized, Brody stun. So it's it was still cool to see that, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but Torn Apart Mary was also casted by Brody there, and still it had no effect. So definitely that was an excellent play by Pokito, but unfortunately he will be taken down once again. Fanny is there, and Fanny will go back instantly. She knows that Kufra is there and Kufra will stun her as soon as he approaches. Oh my goodness, the damage on that Clint is insane. But it seems to me that they are in a hurry to end this game. Will they be able to inhibit her and take her down? And Joe is there. It seems to me that Kufra is bouncing on some other territory. I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to do there. And the resurrection shield has been popped, and yup, he will be taken down. And it seems to me that the counter attack is gonna work. Tired Strange, my goodness, has just it, but Kufra will be taken down. And it seems to me that the whole team is gonna go against Fredrin there, and yup, Fredrin will be in deep waters there, and he will be taken down. So the whole team has been wiped. My goodness, what just happened?
That was a 5-for-1 trade.
Wow.
What really just happened there? The entire team fight just went very one-sided. Parker's just doing TikTok combos in there. And Fanny done it, but does that matter to them? No, it doesn't. As the day finishes, as Vendetta scores the second victory of the semi-finals, moving them to the finals.
Wow, what an insane play coming from the side of Vendetta, and it shows how good they are, and they deserve to be in the finals. So guys, this is gonna be it for Milkman. They have played very well in this tournament. Coming on to that semi-final, and they will be contesting for the third position.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and we might see a third position match as well. So guys, stay tuned with us. We will be back in the finals now. I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen next, so I think we are gonna be back in the finals. So that's it for today, and take care, guys. We'll be coming with more matches, and see you guys.
And more giveaways.
Yeah.
Clint is far back from clearing that last minion. The dawning light, the double kills Clint, but then that's Joe with the wave of the dragon onto the part with the.
No, she won't be able to escape, and she will be taken down. Clint is trying to give as much damage as he can, but seems to me that
the wave of the dragon gets him killed. Appraisal's wrath damage, and now it's a 1v fast. They're so fast. It's Fanny and Potato. I don't know how Clint's standing there, but it's Fanny and Potato that's standing there. Fanny dies by Brody as I was talking about her, but this might be a kill on Kufra, actually. Harris just show, but then Fanny is. Well, not Fanny's having fun. The Louis is having so much fun here. As we see the teleport coming in from bot, and Kufra jumps in with the Titan. Louis and Show there. What a beautiful vision finding by Xavier. Dive in and onto the Clint, onto the Show. Show escapes, but that poor Clint gets stunned, shoved, and damaged by Lapu Lapu's bravest warrior. Fanny dives in with the tables, but how do you stop him? Lapu Lapu has a one against Fanny and Potato, but he might have to escape it as Fanny just forces him down. Bravest warrior to escape it, but the stun makes sure that Fanny runs away. She runs through.
Oh my goodness. What just happened there from Xavier there, and he will use Flicker to actually escape, and yep, he will try to escape if he can. Nope, he won't be able to escape. Meanwhile, Way of the Dragon has been popped from Joe and Fred. Meanwhile, Fred, oh my goodness, the damage from that Logi is insane. A Trident Stage from Kufra there, and Clint will be able to escape with that Flicker, but oh my goodness, what a beautiful from the bottom lane. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be Brody who got caught up in the Way of the Dragon. It seems to be that it's Xavier was taken down by Fanny instantly by Cutthroat, and once again Monster Kill fight. It's gonna be very tough 3 versus 1 situation. Oh my goodness, I thought from that. Oh, are we gonna see a kill here? Yeah, my goodness, wow. Able to defend this time. Minions are coming from everywhere, and Fredrin, my goodness, the damage of Fredrin is insane, and Tyrant State has been casted, and it's gonna be Xavier who will be using Dawning Light, and seems to me that Fanny will be taken down while pressure bravest warrior popped. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Wow, Flicker and that stun on. It seems to me that this time Pokito has been caught, and oh my goodness, what just happened? That Kufra is bouncing on some unknown territory. I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to do there. And the resurrection shield has been popped, and yep, he will be taken down. And it seems to me that the counter attack is gonna work.
Clint is far better to clear that last minion. The dawning light, the level kills Clint, but then that's Cho with the wave of the dragon onto the part with the.
No, she won't be able to escape, and she will be taken down. Clint is trying to give as much damage as he can, but seems to me that
the way of the dragon gets him killed. Appraisal's rat damage, and now it's a 1v fast. They're so fast. It's Fanny and Potato. I don't know how Clint's standing there, but it's Fanny and Potato that's standing there. Fanny dies by Brody as I was talking about her, but this might be a kill on Kufra, actually. And it's not just show, but then Fanny is. Well, not Fanny's having fun. The Louis is having so much fun here. As we see the teleport coming in from bot lane, Kufla jumps in with the Titan. Louis and Cho there. What a beautiful vision finding by Xavier. Dive in and onto the Clint, onto the Cho. Cho escapes, but that poor Clint gets stunned, shoved, and damaged by Lapu-Lapu's Bravest Warrior. Fanny dives in with the tables, but how do you stop him? Lapu-Lapu has a one against Fanny and Potato, but he might have to escape it as Fanny just spotted him down. Bravest Warrior to escape it, but the stun makes sure that Fanny runs away. She runs through.
Oh my goodness. What just happened there from Xavier there, and he will use Flicker to actually escape. And yep, he will try to escape if he can. Nope, he won't be able to escape. Meanwhile, Way of the Dragon has been popped from Cho and Fred. Meanwhile, Fred, oh my goodness, the damage from that low